Titty sprinkles.
And what's up, party people? How you doing, ladies and gents and ladies, boys and girls, wonders of all ages, they, who, thee, what's up? It's another episode of MPSP Theater, brought to you by the group of degenerates you know and love. Let's go ahead and get into intros real quick because we have a guest tonight, and we have some surprise people popping in at some point during the show.
Wait, what?
Yes, we're gonna have some news.
Uh-oh.
All right, I'm always gonna start with my left and go right because that's how I read, unlike Asian Kid Matt. So let's go ahead and start with Josh Fisher. What's up, buddy? Where can they find you on the internet?
You can find me all over the place. You can find me on Facebook and in the ROC group under my regular name, Josh Fisher. You can, pardon me, you can find me on here every Friday night with you guys at 9 p.m. on the MPSP Theater on the Realm of Collectors YouTube channel. You can find me on occasion on Off the Runner, either hosted by Primal Sabbath or Bricks on the Dollar, and the other show that I do with my friend Greg, the All Queued Up podcast that publishes every other Friday.
All right.
I'm in other places too, but keeping it short.
I said all right.
That's enough.
You can also find me up your ass.
Nice.
PM.
I think that's where he's going to shove that prosthetic if you keep talking shit.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah. Everybody talks
Josh will
big.
smile. Anyway, go ahead.
All right, Rob Milton. Where can they find you?
On the ROC as Rob Milton. Instagram is Rob's Robots, and every Friday night talking sweet nothings in your ear here on the MPSP Theater.
Ooh,
Did you get
All
a Woody
right.
from that?
a little bit, little
Sweet.
little
I did
chubber.
not.
Just
My
a
job
little
here is
chubber.
I got a little wet head. It's all good.
Ew, gross.
All right, Russ the Muss.
What's up, peeps? You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I'm always creeping around the ROC, the Facebook page because that's what I do. I creep.
I'm just creeping around the world in general.
Right. I like to whip it out on YouTube every now and then.
Get banned again.
All three
And,
inches of fury.
Yes, you know it, baby. Hey, gotta do what you can with what you got. You know what I'm saying? So, Plastic Fanatics on Saturday nights. Whenever we're back, hopefully soon. Hey, this is I don't know. I actually enjoy my Saturday nights. I ain't gonna lie, but
I'm telling.
Anna's been enjoying them too.
Yeah, she has. She's been like, "Oh, great! Are we making plans and shit? Watch when the show starts back up." She's like,
Oh, that's cool.
and of course here on Friday nights with you motherfucking monsters. I love it. And yeah, that's it, man.
All right, Sam Mead.
What's up? You can find me on Instagram. You can watch me play with my toys on Insta_Sam89, and then Sam Mead in the groups here every Friday night, guys. Sam me.
And you're roboting.
A bit.
He's halfway here.
Yeah, halfway.
Get those kids off Pokemon Go.
Dude, I
I
know.
like.
Hey, let me jump back on.
All right, brother.
What he didn't tell you is he has to turn his porn off real quick before he jumps back
Yeah.
on. That's where his connection was going.
Booch, come out, wow. All right.
All right, Tim K, our first guest. Where are you?
Hey guys, what's going on? You can find me on Instagram at Figure Photography Crate. You can find me in the Facebook groups and in the Realm as Tim K. And you can find me on Facebook too at Figure Photography Crate, and since start of the year at Tim K's Nerd Crate on YouTube, doing reviews and a little bit of, I don't know, everything.
What the fuck?
Pizza's here.
I think that was me. Hang on a minute, guys.
Uh-oh.
Ding, ding.
Fries are done.
Looks like the popos after Russ. Those
No, that's a.
those dick pics have finally caught up to him. All right. why don't we go ahead while Russ is having his technical difficulties and Sam is going to come back when he can. Let's go ahead and have Josh Fisher run down our fantasy stats because we haven't done this in weeks.
Yeah, it's been a couple of weeks, but we did have a few things going on.
God damn it! The fucking guy's caught up with my ass. All that porn I've been downloading. Oh shit! And he was starting.
The pimps found you.
Got me. Yeah,
Pay for my bitches. Pay for my bitches. Where my money?
Jesus Christ!
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Josh.
No, you're good. You're good. All right. So the league standings. There's been a few shakeups.
Yes, there has.
We got, of course, the husbands division and the wives division. And the wives division, we've got Tiffany sitting at 6-3, followed closely by Kate at 6-3. Misty is 5-4. Then Jackie is 4-5, and then Anna is 3-6. In the husband side, we've got Russ, Rob, and myself, and all sitting in a three-way tie essentially at 5-4. Nick 3-6, and Sam 3-6. So,
wait, Sam tied up to somebody finally?
Yeah.
Whoa!
Sam has quietly, while not touching his team at all, somehow won 3 games.
It's amazing, Sam, what you can do with that when you don't do anything, right? It's amazing.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's secret to life. It's a life lesson, guys.
I know. He's like, look, I had kids and everything. It's great.
Yeah. I don't mess with them.
I'm not sure where they came from. I'm still a virgin, but I've got them.
Popped out.
Yeah, haven't touched anything.
Sweet.
I can hold down a job. I can raise kids.
So crazy.
I can't believe I lost to your ass a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Hey, I can't believe I lost to your wife.
She actually works with her team, dude. She'll go on there and change people up.
She does.
And, like, Google who's good and stuff.
I saw that last week because last night Misty was needing a quarterback because one of hers is out with an injury and another one that she had as a backup is also out with an injury. So went to look at the waiver wire and I saw that Jackie snagged Nick Mullins from the 49ers after his thorough beating of the Raiders a week and a half ago. I was like,
I love that.
She's paying attention. She's paying attention. So
Who knows
more
more
her,
than
man. She's doing more than Sam is.
Yeah, for
That
real.
is too funny, dude.
Hey, I think my only 3 losses are to Josh, Jackie, and Kate.
Yeah.
Kate whipped that ass.
Boy, she whipped that ass bad.
You've got 4.
Or no,
losses,
yeah,
right?
4. I got 4 losses. Who was the other one? I don't remember. Fuck it.
Wasn't me.
Kate's last week. Shit.
Oh, Tiff.
Okay.
Oh, you lost.
Yeah, but this week, let's see. I'm facing Misty. Nick's facing Anna. She's already up 61 points on his ass after last night.
Jesus Christ. She's laying the fucking hammer down on his ass
And
already.
the thing is, right now,
Wait for Lord Baker.
Yeah, I'm sure Baker's gonna he's gonna light the world on fire.
maybe Cleveland itself, but not the world.
That's fucking amazing.
Wouldn't be hard to do. I mean, I hear the Cuyahoga's so dirty you can throw a match on it and it'll catch fire.
Yeah, shit catches fire, man.
Holy shit, are you serious? It's that polluted?
Yeah, we learned that on SCU this week.
Did you
Why
didn't
don't
see
they just throw a damn match in there and light the whole thing up and let it burn off?
There was
I
that
didn't-
movie
I didn't
with
listen to
John
that
Travolta. A civil action
Yeah.
where they lit the river on fire. Man, that's true stuff, man.
That is crazy, dude. That's fucked up. Man, we treat our water sources like garbage, dude. It's America. We still live. I swear.
We talk
3%
about
of the
man, I
fish
turned
water
that
on the
phone.
planet, and we pollute the hell out of it.
Right. All right.
Fill it full of alcohol. It cleans it all up.
Yeah, man. That was our PSA for the day.
Guys,
Russ
take care
is,
of your water.
Russ is facing Kate this week. Rob is
He's
facing
gonna,
Jackie.
she's gonna
And
kick
Rob,
my
you're
ass,
going to
right?
get destroyed because she's projected to get double points. Is already up to 2 on you.
I'm playing against Kate this week.
Yeah.
Sam's playing Biff, and you're also going to get spanked pretty hard, dude. She's projected to beat you by about 70.
All right, serious question. What the hell are we gonna do if the wives actually win?
You're gonna let them host,
We're
man.
gonna
They're
do
gonna
the show.
The show one week, but it's not going to happen because I'm going to win. You know, I've been saying that every week. I'm
Could
your
you
champ.
stop
You'll see
saying
it.
that?
I'll stop
I mean,
saying it when it doesn't happen.
Oh, well, okay. Well, now logic, we can all say it too, then, right?
I'm gonna run the
You can say
table.
it, but I'm going to tell you you're full of shit.
Josh, at this point in time, you're our only hope.
Mm-hmm.
No, he's not. We're tied with him. He's not our only hope. There
I'm
is
talking
no
guy who-
his
there is
confidence is
everything.
inspiring.
Here's the
Okay.
thing. We have the same record, the three of us, but I've beaten both of you. So in a tie break, tie goes to me.
You know what? Whatever.
They're gonna host.
You know what?
They're gonna win. They're gonna host, and then they're gonna get their own show, and everyone's gonna love it. And then they're gonna cancel our show.
They're gonna cancel our show.
Like, we don't want you dudes on there. You're all bald.
Welcome to the wifey piece shit piece.
Dust is
theater.
gonna send it. Dust is gonna send us all like he's just electronic pink slips. You're fucking
Yeah, exactly. It's a pink email.
done. That's fucking wonderful.
Danger.
By the way,
Robinson,
bitches, we're keeping the name.
danger.
Indeed. Holy shit.
That was
Alright.
the quick fantasy rundown.
Yeah, just real quick. Like I said, I was listening to SCU this week and listening to Bobby talk about his kids. I just want to mention something really nice that he did for my boy. My son sent Bobby a video through my phone, and Bobby threw the mask on and did a video for Cal. And
Oh,
Cal's
nice.
been going.
That's what's
Cal's
up.
been going through some shit at school, and
Yeah, man.
that was a really nice thing, and I completely forgot to mention it when we were going through TFCon and everything. So I just wanted to publicly
Hey,
say thank you so much to Bobby. That's been a highlight of the kid's past few weeks, and you know he asked me to play it for him all the time and shit. He's like, I can't believe Bobby Skullface said hi to me. Oh.
That's cool.
That's awesome, man.
Skullface is for the
I'm telling you,
children,
dude.
baby.
Bobby is
he
a fucking great dude.
He's got a big heart, man. And he's a
Yeah.
great guy. And
His
Like, I-
heart's
like-
almost as big as his head.
like I'm a shitty dad.
Oh,
I'm a shitty dad, and I look at him and I feel bad because I'm like, he's such a good father. Yeah.
That was amazing.
But then I look at my kids like, fuck it, they're already grown. It's not worth it.
It's not just to his kids. That guy is incredible to any kid that walks up to him. He was
Yeah.
incredible with Ian.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
he did for Cal. He's just such a big-hearted dude.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
he was
he is.
telling some stories on SCU about some kids that came to his booth and
Yeah.
how he hooked them up and shit. So it just reminded me of what he did for my son, and I really appreciate it. And I feel like a heel for not mentioning it when we were talking about TFCon. All right. So we have somebody here that hasn't been here before. Hello, Tim. How are you?
Hey
Hey,
guys,
Tim.
pretty good,
What's up, dude?
pretty good. Thanks for having me.
Who's
Yeah,
the dude
man.
with the funny
Coming.
accent?
Yeah. Funny.
Some German asshole.
Some asshole.
With silky smooth hair.
Yeah, dude. By the way, just gotta say, when I first got to meet you in person, by the way, at TFCon, you're way taller than I thought you were gonna be. Like, I was like, "Holy shit, he's so fucking tall."
why does everybody think of me like what Dust said on ETR? Why would everybody think when I say 6'4"? Why is everybody thinking
I
5'11"? And make
They thought
Yes.
you were using the metric system.
Yeah, yeah.
but I did say 193 centimeters.
No, I think
Oh,
you gotta
Jesus.
Tim, I always
I
dismiss
measure
like,
my dong in centimeters. It seems longer. I'm
Yo,
like, dude, it's
Sam.
11.
whatever you gotta do to get yourself through, Sam. It's all good.
I'm not going to say 11 what?
It's one of them Hobbit lives, I guess. You know.
Hell yeah.
18 centimeters tall with a 19 centimeter dong.
Nah, it's like when you hear somebody like from another country say you're like they don't really that doesn't count. They don't count like an American away. Like 6'40" is probably like 5'11" to us. You know,
There's not an exchange rate on height.
What's
up, Nick? Oh, you're
God.
so smart, Nick. God,
Jesus Christ.
such intellect.
All right, Tim. Where are you from?
Germany, Northern Germany.
We
Okay, so like what little town, city?
The town is called Bremerhaven. It was originally conceived as the harbor for Bremen, which is the next big town. Yeah, not with an A, with an E, so slightly familiar.
Yeah.
Nice.
So it's not really big. I don't know. It's in the state of Bremen, like I said. Bremerhaven has around 100,000 citizens, so it's pretty small. And the state of Bremen, I think, already fits multiple times in the state of New York. Like German scale is just so in comparison to all you guys do.
See, they scale things smaller. See, told you.
But yet you can do 180 miles an hour clear across the country.
That's
Fucking
it.
awesome.
Autobahn.
Yeah. Autobahn.
I have a dream to drive that one day. Anyway,
Yeah, you could ride your land so good there. Really good.
run that mother, open it up. Whoa! Probably blow the engine.
61, 62.
Yeah, that's it.
We hit
So-
64.
He's struggling to get up there. Come on.
So Tim, what was it like coming to America for the first time?
Oh, dude.
Was it what you expected? Was it less? Was it more? What surprised you the most?
Yeah, it was more actually what I thought. I mean, when I was, it sounds kind of strange, but when I was actually just walking around, when I first set up shop in my first hotel room, and I just went down to the first Target, I was like, yeah, okay, like through your eyes, it all kind of looks the same, but at the same time, it's kind of different. And like I was enjoying those few minutes. Maybe you watched my video and like V8s and trucks and pickups everywhere, and I was like, "Oh man, that's fucking heaven!" So that was pretty cool. Fucking surprised I was actually by getting out of the terminal and there were no fucking walkways. Like I was trying to just walk down to my first hotel because it was only 40 minutes walk. For me, it's nothing. I got long as legs, so I just thought I walked down there, and then there are only a bit of greens, and I stick to the green, and then I'm standing at a crossroads, and where the fuck am I going? There are cops standing. Those guys gotta pick me up for vagrancy. What the fuck am I doing?
That's because in America, we run over everybody.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
And I actually thought, like, how are those dudes standing? I think the legs should be kind of stumpy. I mean, they're driving fucking everywhere. But and I made it happen. So oh yeah, second surprise was also how nice everybody was. I think that was the most welcome place I've ever was. Like with everybody of you, everybody was so fucking appreciative of me even being there, and also in the shop. Like I don't know, it's crazy. So I had a crazy good time. It wasn't.
Yeah, that's not indicative of all of America. Most
That's
Americans
not even
like,
indicative of Chicago.
Yeah, really. That's just us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was that realm love.
Yeah.
Did you have any ugly American moments?
No,
Yeah,
not
I
one.
showed up.
No.
I was gonna say, yeah, you don't laugh.
Nah, you got that silky smooth skin. I got the silky smooth hair. You got the silky smooth skin. No, but no, not one. Also, what people said, like really bad body odor over in the hall, like TFCon. I didn't had one case of those, so I was thoroughly surprised. Really.
Dude, that it actually wasn't bad this year. Like
Nah,
I've been
it
to some
wasn't.
big cons and I only got across one or two stinkies.
Yeah, TFCon, I think, in all honesty, from the cons I've been to now, has like the best BO to no BO like ratio.
Is that because TKO guys were spraying them with deodorant?
What was that?
They
got
did
the
that
point.
again this year.
No, I'm just saying in the
Okay.
past, and now they got the point
Yeah.
across.
Man, Eric's fucking cat hat the whole day, man. Always his fucking, I don't know, what's it, the panther hat, like plush.
You actually got-
Yeah,
you
Eric.
wonder at the end of the day, that thing must stink like a motherfucker.
Dude, like a motherfucker, I'm telling you.
Larry says it smelled like weed and pussy at TFCon this year.
Yes, it did. Yes, it
Hell
did.
yeah,
Right.
and two of my
Almost every
favorite
food.
smells.
Dude, I went to a couple parts parties real quick. I was checking them out, and every each floor when I got off one, all I smelled was weed. Everyone was stoking.
Yeah.
Everybody was.
The two things I love to put in my mouth the most.
That's
Oh,
a good cock and balls.
Really?
Pussy. All right, Tim.
Mm.
So, what started you off in toy photography?
Oh, what started me off in toy photography? That's actually a good question.
See, I come up with them sometimes.
He bought a toy and he had a camera.
You know, the sun shines on a dog's ass every once in a while. Don't get carried away.
I think honestly,
Eject Russ.
I think honestly that was over at the boards at sideshowcollectors.com. There's a dude that was called Mall Fan, and he did insane photography of the Hot Toys Terminator figures, just doing them really good in pose with the lighting and everything. And I've just gotten the Batman DX, the DX02 with a parallel eyeball rolling system and fucked up body that needed to be exchanged. It was a drama. But I tried that too. I had a digital camera, only a normal, tried that, but I soon realized that's not the trick. So DSLRs gotta enter my household at some point. And when the Nikon D3100 finally showed up,
Oh, you're a Nikon boy too.
yep. That's but not by choice. Not like I gotta have that. It's just there was a discount at a brick and mortar hi-fi store over here, so I grabbed that because it also had a macro lens. So I went with that, and from there came tutorials and Photoshop and trying to do shit as good as I possibly can, and I'm still learning.
Yeah, but your shit's dope.
Yeah, you do some good shit, dude. Yeah, man, it's amazing.
Now,
Much
now,
obliged.
Tim, you're a huge like '80s movie guy, like with RoboCop and Terminator and stuff. What do you enjoy taking pictures more of, like the '80s stuff or Transformers?
Wherever my heart brings me to. That's a good question. I believe what's easier to shoot is actually Transformers, because I don't know what's actually the problem, but I don't know, when I try to shoot Hot Toys, there's a way different kind of method to it to actually make them look realistic, because of course they are way more realistic toys. So setting those up is actually way more difficult. And Transformers, you just can you can just have your bullshit flag fly. You just do whatever the fuck you like, and it will look good your way. So I don't know, man. It's hard to tell. I don't think I have a preference. I don't think so. I always enjoy really shooting like what I have new. I'm like always like itching, like I gotta shoot that. I want to have that. I have a pose in my head,
Nice.
Yeah.
Dude, the Transformation Motormaster pics that you did are fucking sick.
Oh, yeah.
They are
Yeah, we'll get to that.
incredible.
We'll get to that because
Yeah.
we pulled some of Tim's favorite pictures
Oh,
together.
man.
So I wanted to go through them, especially one of the Transformation Menosaur pictures, because there's a question people have had about that photo, and I want to go ahead and get it straight from the horse's mouth.
I know.
I'm gonna throw this out here too for all you guys who don't use Instagram. Get it just for Tim's pics. If that's all you do, just go watch his shit. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Y'all blowing this boy up. His head's gonna explode.
Yeah, it's just some sick shit, dude. It's amazing.
That's
No,
why
that
he
silky
shaves the
smooth
side
hair
of
is a
his
great
head.
heat sink.
That's why he shaves the side of his head so it can expand without getting too big.
Yeah. Hey, what's up to everybody in the chat? Thank you guys for coming out, and thank you for supporting the show. We really appreciate it. We're a little show trying to make our way in the world, so every like and prayer and
Care
thought,
Bear share.
Care Bear share,
This deluxe
fucking
thing.
helps, man.
Care Bear
So
stare.
thank you guys so much for being supportive, and we hope you enjoy the show. Tim, so what are some of the lessons you've learned as you've come along and gotten more into the photography? Like, is there anything that like you've learned, or like any techniques that you've picked up?
Yeah, masking in photos. That's probably the most possible thing. Like when you have a possibility to get Photoshop and get into a really good program, get Photoshop and do that masking stuff, like really masking stuff. When
Okay,
you
Can you
What's
explain
that
what
mean?
masking is?
Yeah, you have a picture,
Mhm.
and there's essentially some kind of a sub layer to it. You have your editor tree, like your navigator, and you have the picture, and beside that you mask it. There comes a new picture, and you have the possibility to get rid of stuff in the picture that you want to do. Like say you have Optimus Prime with an open hand, but you lost the gun or something. You want to put a gun in it, so you can add the picture in an actual new layer in the position of it. But then of course the grip is in front of the hand.
Right.
When you have that, when you have that, actually you want to have that in the hand, you have to erase the grip. So the mask has the commodity of erasing stuff from the picture without actually erasing it, because when you just put in the rubber and you erase it, it's gone, like really gone. You can return it, but you have to redo it. And with the mask, you can just erase it
Oh, cool.
and flip the mode and just get back in the picture whatever you need. Really with finesse. Really small amounts. Like also when you have the gun and the part of the grid is supposed to be showing between the fingers, you can just add a part, and it's only also that part. You won't add anything else from the picture. So it's like
Oh,
the
that's
most.
really cool.
It's just the most helpful thing if you do photography.
And I'm sorry if these questions are basic. I don't do toy
Dude, this is
photography
Nah,
that much,
this is
so
like what I need. These are
Yeah.
perfect.
It's all good.
I don't
It's all
know.
good. I'm also not a magician. You know, I got this through my ex girlfriend. She put me through Photoshop. I got this through Chroma Style a bit. I talked to him about a little bit. Also six scale photography dude Kevin Clarkson over at Facebook. So they are very helpful dudes, and it helped a lot. It helped really a lot. So I don't have any problems with any questions, man. Also, if you want to hit me up personally, you want to have any tips, just hit me up. I'm here.
Nice.
sweet.
That's
Tim.
cool,
Thank
dude.
you.
That's really
I'm
cool.
about to blow up your DMs.
Huh?
Not that I don't already.
Exactly. Just wanted to tell you that.
Jeez, Rob.
Now,
Flirt much? Man.
A lot.
everybody's
He's
flirting.
so smexy.
Mm.
God damn, that goose is hitting. Now, Tim, recently you transitioned into doing German language reviews and videos. Is this a natural step from your photography, or was there a different, impetus for this, or like what made you want to do German language reviews?
Essentially, that the market in Germany is just really it just is fucked over here. We have a few people that do stuff like that, but it's not in comparison to what you guys have. I mean, there are photographers and news guys all over the place, but Germany especially, like also like with stuff like 6 scale third party transformers, or also storm collectibles. To say the most prominent, I believe, you won't find much of those in Germany. I believe the stuff I do, I'm actually pretty much alone with this. And like you said, the impetus, it was actually my idea to do it because I always complained about that I wanted to do something with toys, but I don't have the brain for economy and how to do stuff and business wise and anything. So I said, I just want to do this, and this is something I can do with the camera and everything, and I just set it up and started. That's essentially it.
Nice.
All right, cool. So there isn't like a big like toy community in Germany, or like what are you finding? Are you getting it? Like what kind of response are you getting?
Response is pretty small at the moment still, but it's also, I mean, I just scraped it 120 subscribers, so getting stuff out without wanting to pay for anything, and then just spreading it by yourself is all, of course, a little bit harder.
Yeah.
But toy community is there, but it's just really small. Like you heard with the citizens from my town, and when you compare like our main city like Berlin to New York with I don't know 6 million to I don't know New York has I believe 9 or something. That's just a big fucking difference. So there are people here, and we also have online stores. But like when you guys say we don't have a store, you guys at least have a store a few minutes away. Essentially, we don't have that. There's one store over here, and that's about it. It's newly open, and it's not doing specifically toys. It's just doing Japan culture. So it has a few 8-inch figure arts as example, but I don't know Transformers or anything. The rollout in Germany is very bad, and the store for third party, the next is in the Netherlands. Germany doesn't have any store for third party Transformers any way, shape, or form.
Really?
Dang,
Yeah.
dude. That's wild to me.
Yeah.
Wait, you're talking online, right?
I'm talking brick and mortar.
Yeah.
So online store. We got Action Actionfiguren24.de. We got what we got else? Oh, that's a good question. I believe that's pretty much the only German store for Transformers and third party. And yeah, the Netherlands. That's essentially it.
The slim
Yeah.
pickings.
Very slim pickings.
Okay.
Does Nick know he's muted?
I think he does.
There's all that noise.
Yeah. I sorry when I sounded a little sidelined because I have a little bit of a hard time concentrating.
Oh, it's okay, man.
Yeah.
So going back to, pardon me, while we're waiting on Nick.
Yeah,
Going
problem.
back to your YouTube channel, I was actually been watching your TFCon wrap up videos, and just seeing your reaction to when you first left the airport and you're walking down the streets, and your just reaction to the traffic and everything, that was really cool.
Thanks, man.
What aside from seeing so many vehicles, what were some other highlights outside of the con itself and the experience with the ROC? What were some other impressions you got of being over here versus back home?
Dude, I don't really know. I don't think I can even compare it because I was in such a small area. Because I barely saw anything from Chicago aside that. I anticipated that, and in the end I also don't regret it because that was my plan. I planned to only be there to meet everybody I wanted to meet. So just having the small chance of going around and checking out the target and everything, that was the only thing I actually felt, and I actually thought, okay, it is kind of different. And also the flying. I believe the flying from everything, like when you asked what's my biggest thing coming over there and what I do, that's actually it. Like the flying, going on a plane, like really doing, okay, I'm doing this all by myself. I'm sitting for 10 hours in a fucking plane, and I'm getting over there to meet people I only know from the internet. Only that. So that was the big fucking deal for me.
Taking that big leap.
Yeah, man, that was a big deal.
How
to
long?
Elaborate,
Oh,
go
sorry.
ahead.
Go ahead, Rob. You go ahead.
To elaborate on that at all, once you got over here and started meeting people, did it feel awkward at all, or did you just kick right off like you'd known everybody?
Yeah, it felt pretty natural. It felt actually pretty natural because the first I met was G Money, Gary Allen.
Oh, nice.
He picked me up on Wednesday Thursday morning. Thursday morning for breakfast. Like the evening before, we were just talking about that he would pick me up. He's in town for his parents and everything. And then a few minutes later, hey, you know what? We're gonna go do breakfast. And I was like, okay, yeah, cool, dude. And he was waiting down outside the lobby from the hotel, and we essentially just hit it off. It was cool. It was very natural. And also when I started meeting people like in the real hotel in the Crown Plaza, like the first dudes from the ROC. Otherwise, I saw were Dust and Dom. So That was fucking natural. It really felt natural. I had zero problems like with anybody, and also as getting jitters. Once I was there, jitters were gone.
Those dudes go out of their way, man, to make sure. I mean, they're so good at it, especially too. Dust and Chris and all that.
Yeah.
They're so good at making you feel like you're like, hey, what's up? I've known you my whole life, you know? Like, oh, what the fuck, man.
Mhm.
They did
Yeah, but
it
so
to me years ago too. So
yeah, but so was everybody. I think I think the most surprised guy I actually saw was you, Russ. When you saw me, like, well, oh Tim, how are you, man?
Real.
Dude, you
that's
scared the shit out of me.
because I got a fucking crick on my fucking neck having to look up. Goddamn. Honestly, Tim, I didn't know you were straight up. I was surprised. I didn't know you were going to be there. So when I saw you, I didn't know you're coming. But you know, you gotta forgive me. I mean, you might have heard about it, and I just kind of, you know, I'm fucked up anyway. But Anna, that's enough. Anna's picking on me. But I mean,
Hey,
but
what
I
else is
saw
new,
you.
right?
Wow, Tim's here.
Yeah.
I was really excited that you were there, and Sam was really cool to see Sam as well. And
Yeah, man.
nice.
Yeah,
A lot of
I
people
had
show
I had
up.
breakfast. I had breakfast with Sam every fucking morning. That was pretty cool. We were,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dude, he
We
is
were-
a cool shit too.
yeah, he's awesome. He's really awesome. We were like ranging from toys to politics to I don't know
There you go.
many different stuff. So it was a good fucking time. I mean, I like the buffet too. So it was a good place
Yeah,
to have.
That was something I actually wanted to ask you too. You know, you've never been outside of your own country until 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
What was your impression of the food over here? Because I know it's got to be quite a bit different.
Yeah, actually, the one thing that was different was that barbecue bacon burger I had in the Shoulders Joe Sports Bar outside just my hotel. Like out the back door was this place. I looked that up essentially beforehand, and I said, okay, when I'm there, I will need something to eat, and I wanna have a good American burger. So I went to that place, and it didn't fucking disappoint. I just
Oh,
went
nice.
with the most basic barbecue burger I can have there, and it totally delivered. Like I got myself that burger. It was called the Redneck. Yeah.
like Josh, it's named after you. Nice.
Shit.
So you just really had the bun with a big fucking Angus patty on there and some good cheddar cheese, crust bacon, and really good barbecue sauce. Really good smoked red onions. No bullshit. Otherwise, you have
Oh
Yeah.
damn.
zero greens, zero vegetables,
What makes it, man.
just a burger, just clutter those arteries, you know, nothing else, and some good fries. And then I went with a beer, like a bomber. It was called Terranigna Rocky's Revenge. It was a bourbon brown ale.
Ooh,
So-
you speaking my
Damn.
language.
So that was a good one. I was getting that, and that's the point where it gets interesting. At least it got interesting for me at that point. I got the first sip of the beer, and the left nostril already started catching that that odor, that smell from the barbecue, and I'm like, oh, that's gonna be so good.
Yeah, sorry about that. Sorry about that, guys. My fucking razors died right in the middle of the show.
Oh shit!
Oh shit.
So that's what it
I
was
was-
up.
I looked. I was like, "What the fuck's going on with Nick, dude? He's muted. What's wrong?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, I was fucking frantic. Oh, sorry about that.
That's all right.
Happens, man.
No worries.
Technical
we
break
kept it
through
rolling.
it all happens.
What's up, bro? Josh?
We kept it rolling.
Well,
Yeah.
that's good.
good.
At least I can depend
Yeah,
on you.
Tim's
fucking-
making us hungry.
Yeah, I know. Tim's talking about all the good food he had.
Yeah, so to wrap it up, essentially that burger was fucking awesome. I digested it on the fly, like it had no
no.
chance to get it to composure.
Yep.
It was
It's funny. A couple years ago, Tommy Barricade, came from all the way down from Canada. We were in Chicago a couple years ago, and Tommy was really excited to have about Popeye's chicken and shit like that. and I'm laughing because I'm like, Dude, Popeyes is like the lowest common denominator of fucking fried chicken.
Right?
He's like,
No,
I have to
Popeyes-
say, I tried Popeyes for the first time on our trip,
Yeah.
and I was not
Yeah.
impressed.
see, I mean, a lot of people.
You should have been impressed
Well, yeah,
with the amount of
It-
shit it fucking
yeah.
produced for
it,
you.
it left a lasting effect on you, Josh. So
It lasted. It left a lasting effect on all of us in there. But,
All right.
Tyler F's floor.
tell me about it.
Well, that's like the
Dude.
burger joints, like Whataburger and all that over in California. Everybody over here ramps them up, and then you get out there, and it's like, it's fucking Hardee's.
Whataburger is better than Hardee's, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, it's
Carl's
like,
Jr. and shit. Yeah.
It's funny, dude.
No,
Yeah.
So yeah, since
Oh, go ahead,
since-
Tim.
I just wanted to close that out. So since Josh was asking comparison and everything, like that one burger that was really setting the bar high, and the Caddyshack burger that was also very, very good, but
Yeah.
that was a normal burger. That was
Right.
kind of a normal burger. But that one thing that really set it apart. When I was walking over to the Target, I thought, Subway, maybe that's different too. But then I said, nah.
I'm glad you didn't bother with Subway
Good
here.
pass. Good pass.
Yeah,
You're
good
all right.
Yeah.
Excellent
I
pass.
enjoy Subway. Our Subway over here are very clean. Like I never had a problem with Subway, so maybe there are standards over here. But I said I can Subway get over here and also get drunk and shit over here any day of the week. I'm not here for doing that shit. So
6-inch pedo sub.
yeah. So I just went with that, and I just got my root beer and some good burgers. Oh well, there was an interesting scent every time I got with a root beer. Like those ice cubes are always chlorine infused. You take a sip
Oh,
of
yeah.
your root beer, and you have on the right nostril is always like the root beer, and on the left is always the chlorine. So that was kind of interesting.
yeah, water over here is bleached to high hell, man. It's
Yeah.
pool water.
Yo,
Like,
a
we're
president.
so accustomed to it, we don't notice it.
Dude,
president-
I started noticing it with the well here because we have well water now. Oh, way fucking different.
Yo, a president in the chat is on my train. He says Bojangles is pretty good. That's my favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bojangles, baby. That spicy
Pretty good.
chicken. Ooh.
yeah, buddy.
They don't have
And them
around
sweet
here.
biscuits, man.
We turned this into Schefter shit piece theater.
Yeah. Now, let me go ahead and try and get this back on track. Tim, with your videos and stuff, what has been the response so far? Have you gotten a big German response, or is it more from the American community that you already know?
Yeah, that's the case. The latter. I got a good response from all the American dudes. Like the ROC is really supportive of my stuff. People like Josh hit me up yesterday when I had the licensing problems on my video. He was saying, I was just trying to get your video and it had problems and I don't know. People hit me up and say, nice video. And I have a few people from Germany that's watching my stuff, like my podcast partner over here. He's watching my stuff. I'm watching his. But just on a ratio, I believe American to German is kind of that's not 50-50. No, I don't know. It's hard to come by. I don't know. I don't do ratios and shit. It's bigger from the American either way.
Okay.
That brings up a
Fractions
really
are hard.
That brings up a really good question, though. Is the collector market and fandom over there just that much smaller than it is?
Way smaller. I can't pinpoint an example, but it's just crazy small. Like the only Transformers convention we have, the cons, is really just in a town hall, which is essentially your side of ToyCon NJ. So
like a
that's that.
VFW.
Yeah, this is essentially, and the other cons we got that's a little bit bigger, but it's still no comparison to I don't know, SDCC or something like that. So that's
Okay. So TFCon must have been crazy for you then.
Dude, it was like Transformers heaven, you know. I mean, the dealer room, you know, the first table to the right. I told that multiple people. The first table to the right had all the G1 toys we never got in Germany.
That was Megamess's booth or something, wasn't it? With all the G1
I think
original
so.
stuff. Yeah.
Like he had like G1 Omega, Metroplex, Cyclonus, Scorch, Galvatron. I mean, the prizes were crazy. You know, there were 3 G1 Optimus Primes, kind of run down, and for one thing, which even had scraped stickers on the side, he wanted to have 275.
The crazy part is his prices are actually really good compared to what the stuff is selling for over here.
That's insane, dude.
So that was pretty crazy. So seeing those toys were like, oh, holy shit, I never seen those. And that table pulled me in probably the most. That, and then second place came the Zeta Chronos, the Superior, because that shit.
That's my day.
And number 3 was the Fans Hobby Double Evil, because that piece is gonna.
Now you're talking my language.
Yes.
That thing is so. Like, you look at it and you can't stop looking at it. It's crazy.
Yeah, the level of detail in that figure is nuts.
Yeah,
it's like my Hulkbuster, just way smaller. But
but it's like an eye-catching piece, you know.
Yeah,
it just pulls you in, right? Yeah.
No, I don't blame you for that. That's cool.
Now, Tim, do you think that there's growth for like your German viewership, or do you think that there's just not a big enough audience over there?
Well, I don't really concern myself with how much viewership I get from my country, because I want to do this in German just really to support this, because of course my language, but that's also why I do subtitles. I wanna do it worldwide, that people can say, okay, there's some dude talking gibberish over toys. I can't understand shit. So what the fuck is going to happen, you know? So I'm just writing the subtitles, but I set myself a threshold. Russ is totally losing it.
Russ
is thinking Optimus Prime Lederhosen.
I like the word gibberish. It's funny.
Yeah, but essentially it is to you guys, and I don't really blame you, because in Germany it sounds pretty much whack. It's a hard language. Many Germans don't even speak it correctly, like 100%.
Well, we don't speak English correctly over here either, so don't feel bad.
He's not wrong.
Regional.
So yeah, that's essentially it. I would love for my viewership to grow, like especially German, but I don't see it happening too much. There are certain people that hit me up. Also a dude named Gore Minister. He's like more of a heavy metal dude, but we checked each other out, and he was like also, hey dude, your channel, he does something, you know, that's good, but I don't know if I can say there's gonna be much growth on my viewership from Germany. I don't think so, but I'm doing it for me now, so I don't really concern myself with it. I just want to do it. It's part of my hobby now. I would just want to grow and try different programs, different stuff to I don't know, grow.
You know, that dude, that's a great attitude to have, though. Just kind of do the whole thing is like, you know what? It's for me, man. You know?
Yeah, I just wanted to do it. I just want to see if I can do reviews and from my friends, which are not really collectors. Those dudes, guy, big up for that shit. Like putting yourself in front of a camera and talking and everything. First, that takes guts, and then also doing it fluidly, and you know what you're talking about.
Don't take guts; it takes alcohol. Hey, that said, are you ever thinking about maybe doing a show in English too, or just supplementary? Or
yeah, I thought about supplementary, but I don't know if because that would essentially mix up my program. So
yeah,
maybe just for shits and giggles. I don't know, like. Hey, that's actually an idea. We currently have carnival season in Germany, so for shits and giggles, I could actually do that. But first the one idea, Rob. Now the second. You're on a fucking roll, man.
Y'all don't understand. I have to instigate Tim at least once a week.
Big surprise,
right, cool.
Rob instigating shit.
Hey, when you're good at something, stick to it.
I hear you.
And
yeah, Lowry says call it shits and giggles too.
If
Yeah,
you
never do it for
if you
free.
do
you
that, I want a fucking piece.
know? Because it happened on this show.
That's right.
Oh,
All right.
yeah.
I think that's a good place to leave off with the Tim interview. I think that was pretty insightful, and I hope that there were some questions that were a little different than what you usually get.
Yeah. It was okay. I don't have problems. I don't know, answering the same questions over and over, because it always gets interesting. Like in the end, you always think about, I could have said that. So it's all cool. Thanks for having me. Either way, man. I always enjoy that.
Thank you
Oh,
for
yeah,
being
man.
on with us, man.
You're my brother from another motherland. You gotta come on.
Oh Jesus, this mic keeps dipping on me. God damn.
Tighten that shit up.
I've had enough technical difficulties. If I try to tighten it up, I'm gonna fucking lose the entire show.
You're a
All
technical
right, guys.
difficulty.
Clear nail polish. Clear nail polish.
Yeah, fucking future. So I figure we can get into topics now, and you're welcome to stay, Tim, and
Yeah,
talk
hang
about
out with us.
shit
Yeah,
with us.
Tim.
And
You get the
Anytime. Thanks.
You're in for
Only
the
if I
long
get to rub that head again.
baby.
Oh.
Which head are you talking about?
I know.
Either I'm
Rob-
not particular.
Yeah,
I can go
I know,
either way.
Rob's like, I'll rub it all. I don't care. Ooh.
Probably an equal length distance for him to reach in either direction anyway.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Look at Stumpy chiming in. I love it. Oh, good.
Just talking shit.
Tim's sitting here like, all right, y'all have gone off the fucking deep end. I'm out.
nobody knows the trouble I've seen.
Ja.
Yeah, we do every
Oh,
Friday
shit.
night.
No, Rob,
I
you
forgot a part of what we wanted to go ahead and do with Tim, and actually, thank you for reminding me, Tim.
No
I want to
problem.
go ahead and start screen sharing some of Tim's picks.
Oh yes. I want to see.
So let me go ahead and set
Let's
this
do that
up
real quick. I
here.
want to see
Yeah.
because hi.
Let's
Who I can
get
see me?
everyone.
Well,
Infinite bullshit. All right.
Nice.
Let's go ahead and start with this Terminator piece here. Can you guys see
that
it?
is awesome.
Mhm.
That
I've
is-
never seen that one.
Yeah, it's on my Instagram. I just shot a few pictures of figures I never done, and that was also done with Photoshop. I just wanted to have that rose box effect, and that was actually pretty easy. I just connected the roses by tape and erased that in Photoshop.
Okay, cool. Because that's what I was gonna ask. Like,
Yeah, me too.
How'd you get that effect? That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was what I said. That's with the masking. You put
Uh-huh.
the mask over, and you just erase what you need to do, and you take the stamp. That's another very useful tool, and you can just take properties of a picture and copy it on the fly, essentially where you need it. That's also like the third rose going from the top, where that small bend on the pant on the inside of his die. Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
That was the hardest part, because in that bitch of a gap, there was a shimmer of the tape. That was the hardest part. I believe I set only 30 minutes on that part, trying to make it look good so that shimmer is gone and the pants look kind of natural going through the rows, and it was a pain. But it worked out in the end.
Nice work,
It-
man.
it-
What Terminator is that?
That's the Hot Toys movie masterpiece number 117, the Terminator 2 Galeria. The first
Okay.
one actually that featured
All right.
an Arnold Schwarzenegger sculpt, because the one before that were the so-called pizza face, where they didn't get the license and they have to shoot up the whole face.
Oh, damn.
Oh.
Oh, I got you. Where they have to make that damage. Yeah. I
Yeah,
got you.
Okay.
essentially, very, very similar to the old McFarlane Toys movie Maniacs, Terminator 2.
Yep. This is amazing though. It looks
That's a
fantastic.
nice shot. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it is.
Thanks, guys.
All right.
Oh,
Hold on.
Oh yeah, that's speaking my language.
Hold
now.
on. All right. Let's
All
go to this. Go ahead, Tim. Talk about this one.
Where did you get
yeah,
my
so-
truck?
Yeah, so that was the
Rich.
second truck pick I did because I thought you saw it slightly the Motomaster pick I did was the first photo composition I ever did, and I wanted to try another truck, like doing like the good and the evil. And I took the Generation Toy OPEX and hooked it up to the MP10 trailer and just did the same as I did with Motomaster. Although this was multiple composition. I took the cab, like the actual truck, and the trailer, like two separate photo pieces, and I had to compose those together and also due to the tone of the whole photo. Yeah, the editing, especially on the trailer, was pretty hard. All those ridges in the back of the trailer, I had to mask those singly, like every single ridge, and have to erase part of the color to have it look naturally and lit by the sundown.
That is
Oh
really
dang,
awesome.
man, what a pain in the butt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a really pain in the butt, and also doing the reflections like on the gear in the back of the trailer, and having the wheels the right size to the wheels of the GT packs, and having everything in line because the wheels were kind of a little bit more on the outside. They had to be on the same level, so there was actually more work involved with this than on the Motomaster.
Okay.
How'd you get
You
it
know
to look
what?
so natural on
Yeah.
that ground and in the background like that? That is
That's
just
incredible,
brilliant.
dude. It is incredible. Ah, there he is. Bad
Sorry.
Yeah, that's to get it as natural. That's a lot of the sad masking and the stamping to have like a natural blur going down from the wheels actually hitting the floor, but not too much because there's this fine line to have the wheels actually look like they're on the ground, and when essentially you have the situation, you know, that bad video games and you have a car riding on the street but it looks floating, you know. It's just,
Yeah.
there's a small shadow, just a slight shimmer of a shadow missing to have it look connected, and that's what needed to be here. I think I made it. I think I made it look good.
You
Yeah,
If it
it's
looks good
amazing.
enough, I want to find out if you can send me the original and have let me have a print that I can buy or something. I want to put that bitch on my wall.
That's fucking epic, dude. It's epic. It's epic.
Thanks, you're gonna make me blush, man.
Yeah,
All right,
that's
and so this was the first truck pick, correct?
That
God
was was also
damn.
my first photo composition ever.
Okay.
this
So
is
That
such
was a
incredible.
first effort.
yeah,
That is sick.
Yeah,
that was the first ever photo composition I did. I just tried. There was actually way less work involved. I just got rid of the line like in the middle of the bumper and some color correction. The lens flare of the headlights I added on a phone because like for PC there's no good software to do it. And the lens flare app on the phone actually has the perfect lens flares for this. And color correction was pretty easy. So the Motomaster, you see it here, is almost taken from my shelf inside this picture because I just hooked it up, had my two construction lights put onto it in angle, clack, and that's essentially it. And the rest is just really deleting it, putting the trailer a little bit more in angle so it looks more natural to the coupling and everything. So
And I like this Corona effect right here that I'm highlighting with the mouse.
yeah, that Corona effect and the lens flare going to the headlight and the actual headlight shimmer, like the right one, that's actually one effect from the lens flare app on the smartphone.
Oh, that's
And
nice,
the cool thing
man.
you got there with the headlights too that I'm noticing, when you approach a truck from an angle like that, you've got the headlights uneven, which is exactly how it would be if you were coming towards it like that.
That's cool.
yeah.
That is really sweet.
And this is the transformation.
Also, shout out to this incredible figure, by the way, that he had to work with. I mean, this is a fucking beautiful.
This is the transformations, then.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right.
What a beast.
Going back, is this also the transformations?
Yes, it is.
Although we have to say, Russ, of course, this is only 3/4 of the truck.
That's true. That's
the
true.
the back part of the trailer. That's that when I was shooting this, the back side of the trailer was kind of standing to my right side. So
Yeah, it did. Yeah.
so
This
with that,
is
with this being said, I have to say I wonder how the transformation and the whole engineering will be on the Fans Toys Motor Master, because getting the trailer into that whole piece,
yeah.
I can only imagine, man.
I'm same here. This is an incredible figure. This is probably like one of my favorite figures
Yeah,
in my collection. I love this guy. He's
yeah.
incredible.
I'm kind of sad. I only have him in combined mode, because on his own that powertrain is just beautiful.
Dude, I want to buy that figure just for that figure.
That's
I don't
what I
even want the
said.
whole set.
That figure standalone is sick. He's
Yeah.
amazing. You don't even the rest of the Stunticons. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like them, but never mind. These guys. This guy is where it's at.
I'm a big Motor Master nut anyway. Well, I'm a big any of the guys that transform into trucks for obvious reasons.
Mhm.
But
Yeah. But Tim, this is a really good pose you have him in too. It's like he's running. It's really cool.
yeah,
No,
he's got that walk of I'm gonna fuck something
I
up.
wonder-
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that was my idea. I have a running pose done with that too, but I wanted to have this because
Yeah.
that was actually the first picture with my whole complete new setup, new table, no new plaster walls to have my backgrounds put onto. I printed out the backgrounds for this. I started a new layer for the name tag and lights in the back to have it backlit, and the construction lights for the front, and this is numero uno of the whole new style I did.
Now, is that with those
You
LED
have to-
construction lights?
Only one. I don't process in stereo.
Sorry,
Well-
was that with your LED construction lights you were telling me about?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, right. That's it. That's it. I've gotten those. I just built myself just some pillars to have them set up and everything, and that was the first outcome, and I was very happy. I mean, I had to shoot it a few times because the first pick was too dark, the next was too light, and you just have to level it out on the camera to have the lighting really good.
So the Goldilocks technique.
Essentially, yes.
All right, now let's talk about this one.
Oh,
Wow.
There we go.
Yeah,
This-
that was a hard photo composition. Optimus Prime was composed of 4 pictures. You can't get that guy doing that pose. I had the lower legs were one picture. The hip was another part to have it in angle and everything, and then the upper body was one, and the left arm in that angle was also another picture.
damn.
And so was Motor Master's leg in the forefront, was that also photoshopped in?
Yeah, Manazor was done in 3 steps because I had the upper body in that pose, then I had the lower body for the which is it? Is it Wild Rider? No, it's not
Yes,
Wild
that's
Rider.
that's
Yeah, that's
Wild.
Wild Rider.
That's Wild.
I always confuse those guys. Always.
Yeah, that's him.
Manazor is one of my favorites, and I always
Yeah.
confuse those guys.
Yeah, Wild
So,
Rider's amazing.
So to have him kneeling on that, and if you look real closely to the lower right, there's a car exploding, and Manazor's knee is on that car. Of course,
Yeah, I see it.
of course,
Oh,
I
damn.
see it. Yeah.
of course, the explosion is fresh, so it's a little bit blurred out. So that leg with breakdown in the back, that's actually another part of the photo composition, and the composition didn't stop there. I did layers of the hands multiple times to have the glow I wanted to, and then the explosions and the fire was all done with brushes and pictures. I just spliced in there with the sparks and with the rubble at Prime's feet, and I went all out from this. I did that for the collector card for the rock box of this year.
Yep.
So
Yeah, it's like probably my favorite picture actually of all, and they're all good, but this is my
Yeah.
favorite one.
yeah, I was at first.
And
I
this
was.
was-
Yeah.
And,
Go ahead.
and this was featured on the ETR photo contest, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, I was very happy. I thought I just posted. I asked Chris if it's okay to now post it, and he was like, "Yeah, dude, now it's released. It's all good." And that they actually would take it and even highlight it. That was pretty cool. I didn't think that way.
Yeah, it's phenomenal, man. You did an incredible job on this. I love it.
At first, thanks. At first, I thought that the only drawn picture would be good for the contest, but they said no. Whatever is your art, man, and your art is photography. So go all out. Do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
So
True that.
how long did that picture take you to compose?
Oh fucking shit! I hate that.
I know there are hours involved here. And I'm going to assume double-digit hours.
Yeah. Erase hours and take in days. That picture took me days.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Yeah, and I think I don't know. I think you can say 6 hours a day for 5 or 6 days.
Wow.
Damn.
So
Wow.
at least 30 hours roughly.
Yeah, I think so.
Almost a work week.
It's essentially almost a work week. Yeah, that's it. Right.
Wow.
That's impressive, dude. Like kudos to you. It turned out really great.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
All right, now moving on to this. This is MP10, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Dude, I love this picture.
Now, just a quick question for me: is that the stock head?
That's a stock head.
Okay, so the eye effect was done in Photoshop then.
Yes, that is the eye effect is done by a normal brush doing an extremely light blue color, and the softest brush you can find, and you just put in a layer and essentially just draw after the eyes. You just take the form and you draw it after and make it a full. And once you're done,
it's amazing how something so subtle can be so eye popping.
Don't you wish,
unintended.
Don't you wish Takara had done that shit?
Right?
So you would be dead eyes.
So and to get that glow afterwards, you add an outside shimmer to it, and you can just add a darker blue, and have different modes of layer effect to get the glow whatever you want. There are I believe 20 to 30 effect modes, like only for layer. And I just took what comes natural, so or the most natural as it possibly can be. And that picture was actually the first one I did outside for a small series of pictures, like a story where Wheeljack, Prime, Magnus, and Prowl were on a planet. They didn't know where they were, and they encountered spark ghosts and an entity they didn't think of. And it was the chrome endoskeleton of Overlord, which and I took the quarter scale T800 endoskeleton for that, because that fucking towers over everybody, which essentially Overlord does. And I just took the story approach that he was lost on the planet and his body was stripped of all his components. Only the skeleton was left over, and the nontrium in his body turned into blue flames. That's the only thing that's left of his body, like only blue flames covering him.
So is that what the blue in this background is?
No, that's Magnus.
Oh, that's Magnus. Okay.
Now with the smoke effect
Now I
you
can
do on
see
there,
it.
how
Jesus.
did you?
I'm blind.
Did you add that smoke effect the same way you did the flames? Just another layer, and then
it's just another another layer, and you add a picture of smoke of fog to it. You can do it in Photoshop using brushes and then add effects, or you can download pictures from the internet. And I usually holy shit. We got there.
Jesus, Eddie! This first time you shut up the whole show, Eddie. Goddamn, you shut him up. What's up, Dust?
What's going on, dude? We can't hear you.
Hold on, let me stop screen sharing here.
All right. How about now? You guys hear us?
There
Yeah,
you go.
yeah.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Talking about how Tim can be long-winded. And,
Yeah.
That's why I'm here.
I needed it with the technical difficulties I was having this day. Fuck.
And you got a whole house full.
Yo,
What's up?
What's up,
Realm?
Realm.
Sorry, people. We didn't mean to interrupt your segment.
Oh, not at all, man. We were pretty much done. Go ahead. What's going on in the Massey household?
This is the segment where we talk about. I don't know. I was just making.
We just got back from Raleigh. We had some wings. The boys are in town for ToyCon tomorrow. Right. New Jersey, big meetup. We're gonna hang out, chilling here afterwards. So who knows what the fuck's gonna happen on that. But just wanted to pop in here and
kill some Yinglings.
Yeah, well, of course.
Drink one for me.
Yinglings there. Some seltzer. Yeah, and about a half a roll of toilet paper.
Roll Tide on that.
But, we just want to say what's up and tell everybody that we have a big announcement going on for Enter the Realm this coming month.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
We wanted to
That sounds good.
Make sure you're tuning in. Everybody that's out there in Masterpiece Theater land to check us out and
make sure you're in the chat early.
Yeah. Well, I think we should do a little bit more with the chat. What do you think? Monday we'll do a little bit more with the chat.
Yeah, Monday.
Yeah. Oh, fuck it. Let's just fucking tell them today.
No.
Why not?
I like Dust's idea.
No.
Tell us.
Fucking
Come on. I need all the fucking views I can get.
Right.
Fucking do it.
What's that?
I need all the views I can get. Fucking
Yeah, all right. Right now, I'm going to tell you right now, the big announcement for Monday.
God damn it.
That was a fucking pop.
Pinkerton, you cock block.
Boy, you guys should have expected that.
Oh,
Should have expected that.
Ironically, I'm getting up early as fuck tomorrow morning, and I will be driving up there.
Oh, nice.
Hanging out. Anna and I will be at ToyCon tomorw. So
That's awesome.
So,
be up there.
So
I'll
guys,
see those guys.
Definitely turn into
I know
ETR
everybody.
on Monday.
I know everybody that's in our chat is gonna watch on Monday live, but obviously, if they're coming on this show, they have a big announcement.
Yeah. Because like this is like we're like the underbelly of the fucking pig. You know what I'm saying?
Let's call it what it is. We're the taint.
We're the taint. There you go. That's better. I'm trying to be nice.
I love that. That's our gonna be our first T-shirt. Rock.
Hey, the taint. Rock taint.
Do you guys think we're gonna pass our 90-day review and get out of probation, or
I don't know? It's touch and go, brother.
We got some good views last week thanks to a shit story. So
I mean, I will tell you, Brink had.
I can't shit myself every week and tell people about it for views.
God damn it,
Come on, Josh. How much do you care about the show?
Yeah, really. Come on.
Where's your fucking commitment, Josh?
Really? At TFCon, Brink put me in the back of the line. He said, "Yo, you're the Friday show. You don't get to come in. You gotta wait till everyone else goes."
Well, it was funny. I'd been standing in line for a while, and then Bethany saw me. She's like, "What the hell are you doing?" I was like, "Standing here in line." She's like, "Uh." And she went up there. She went up to the front. And she's like, "Hey, he's got a new prosthetic. He's been standing there for a while. He's hurting. Can he come to the front?" They're like, "Yeah, bring him on up." And then I get up there, Brink and Dom and everybody had been standing there for a while, and they're like, "Oh yeah, sure. People with one leg get all the special treatment."
I should have tripped you up. God damn it. Anyway,
I'm gonna be honest, man. I'd be afraid to trip Josh because if my foot went wrong into that prosthetic, that would hurt like hell.
Actually, it does. I was fucking with it, right? And I just let it drop down on my leg, and I was like, "Oh fuck, that hurt, dude." So yeah, it would be medieval, dude.
It's heavy.
It's heavy. It is.
Yeah, and you want to have a T800 leg?
Yeah, man, absolutely.
I would actually prefer a RoboCop leg.
That would be bad. With the gun
instead of an Auto 9 coming out of the calf, cup of coffee.
Yeah,
nice.
It's nice to know Josh.
Although
I would.
I'm sipping a hot fresh cup right now.
Dead or alive, you're caffeinated with me.
That's right.
I would actually. I think I would prefer I would prefer a leg with a cooling compartment, and then always have a fresh root beer in there.
I can
That
get
would
on
be
board
mine.
with that.
I love my root beer. I love my root beer. I mean, it's bad on the cholesterol and everything, but root beer is just
Fucking Lowry, I swear to God. He said Josh should create a new shoe called Shit and Bricks.
What am I going to do? Poop on Legos?
New shows.
No, just floors and blankets, and
That's fucking amazing. I'm gonna do a new show called Shit and Bricks. I like it.
you can see
We're
it on Pornhub.
Yeah. Oh, God.
There's probably an audience for that. There's probably more people that would watch.
The
somebody
sad
shit
part
on
is, you're
themselves.
right.
There
In
it
a-
is. It's true.
In a world
I mean,
where 2 girls, 1 cup exists, there's an
Yeah,
audience.
sure. Absolutely.
I mean, if anything is true and good today, there is a market for everything for fucking everybody.
Yeah,
Hell yeah, man.
right.
You can sell shit and people would lap it up.
Josh, that's it. Bag it and sell it.
That's amazing, dude.
No, because if you mail it, then it's a
Isn't
hate
that a
crime.
federal crime?
Yeah, it's a hate crime.
About that.
Well, especially if they
Tell
say
you
your
what.
shit.
Tell you what, if you want it that bad, you drive here and hang out, and I'll shit on it for you.
No, dude, listen. I was close enough to your shit for the life of the rest of my fucking life. I never need that again.
Dude, I don't need it ever again. That's terrible.
Oh God, dude, should we move on to these topics or where the fuck is
Yeah,
that?
let's go ahead while we're waiting on Brammer. Let's go ahead.
Technical,
Oh, there he is.
technical
Are you back again?
difficulties, bladder of a toddler. Good show.
That's okay.
Not only the bladder of a toddler, but the anatomy of one too.
Oh, shit. Ask Misty; she'll tell you more about it.
Woo!
Oh God.
That's well, who do you think told me? Anyway,
Good comeback. Good
All
comeback.
right. So, guys, this week we had BlizzCon. There were some big announcements there. Something that I didn't put in the notes for the show that you guys didn't see is that Blizzard is going to be starting a classic World of Warcraft server.
Yeah,
So
buddy.
basically they shut down all the private servers that had basically, vanilla WoW, and they are doing it themselves. And they actually have files going back to pre-production of World of Warcraft in 1997.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
so basically, the people that enjoyed the way it used to be played when it first came out, before all the changes with each expansion, can go back and enjoy the original version of the game.
Yep.
Right. I
Pretty
believe.
awesome.
Yeah, I believe. What was the first expansion? Shit, the one with the Blood Elves.
I don't know.
It might be.
Do I need to ask Tiff?
No. Fuck.
No, it's
Burning Crusades.
I get what
Burning
you're saying.
Crusade. Yeah. I think that basically what they said, if I'm not mistaken, is that WoW, they've got vanilla WoW, and then they're going to give you an option to also do just like the changes in Burning Crusade, because that was the end of vanilla WoW, but there was enough changes in it that like purists got pissed off, and a lot of the private servers wouldn't even upgrade to that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So that was the
Well, that's
first
cool.
announcement.
Then they also said they're coming out with a remastered version of Warcraft 3, right?
That's what I'm excited about.
Yeah, me too. I loved Warcraft 3.
Oh yeah.
And not only that, the surprising thing, seeing that as Activision and Blizzard, they're going to allow the fan mods. So
Oh, that's cool.
you're
Yeah.
going to be able to play the original Dota, which is Defense of the Ancients, which started the whole MOBA, genre of games like League of Legends, Dota 2, Smite, and what was it? Heroes of the North or some shit like that.
Yeah, because that started on Warcraft 3 Battle.net, wasn't it?
Yes. Yeah. The original MOBA was just Defense of the Ancients, and it was a Warcraft 3 mod. So they're going to allow some fan mods. I don't know how far I trust Blizzard to go with it. You know what I mean? Because they have been pretty restrictive in the past. But they've pretty much made it a point to say that you'll be able to play Dota.
Oh, yeah, that'll be awesome. I mean, I think Bethesda's forcing some hands in this with their mod support because they're pushing it natively now.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people are really getting on board with that. And then Blizzard being the obvious next step to that. They're the World of Warcraft especially is a heavily modded game. A lot of add-ons and shit. And of course you go back to Warcraft 3 with Dota and some of the other mods. So
yeah, definitely.
That'd
Now,
be cool to see.
Now the other announcement. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, just something short. I'm not big of a World of Warcraft guy, but I gotta say, that's an announcement. That's fucking fan service. Like going really retro and being able to play that shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's fan service you rarely get these days for I believe that shit, especially since pay to play, you know, or also all those DLCs. You have all the CDs like PlayStation 4, Xbox, and it's missing so much, and it's coming out later, and then actually doing like this, and people can play the original. That's how you do fans. How you pull back in fans, I believe.
The thing is, prior to prior to Activision, Blizzard was really good about fan service.
You know, here's the thing. It's funny that you mentioned that because you think that the fans would have been happy with those two announcements alone, right?
Yeah.
But no.
Oh, that they pissed off. That's our other topic. They managed to piss off the entire Diablo community, but there's a big reason for that.
Yeah.
Diablo
fans. This is the one y'all were going to tell me about. Y'all were going to explain to me. I need to know
Diablo.
I didn't know what happened.
I'll set it up a little bit. Diablo fans have been clamoring for new content. Diablo 3 was a bit of a huge letdown for old school Diablo fans.
Okay.
So we were all expecting this year to get, when we heard a Diablo announcement was coming, Diablo 4, whole new, reboot to the franchise, all this stuff. What we got was, hey, welcome to your new Diablo on mobile.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which is like Command and Conquer when they did that announcement from EA. Oh yeah, we're gonna give the Command and Conquer fans all a new game. It's gonna be a pay-to-play mobile.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, though. The video game industry is $140 billion a year industry.
Right. Absolutely.
70 billion of a year comes in from mobile gaming, so you cannot fault them for making this decision.
It's not
right.
It wasn't even it's not the decision to put it on mobile that pissed everybody off. Because I mean, nobody got mad when Bethesda did Fallout Shelter or some of these other ones.
No, because Fallout fans ate it up.
Well, but it was because it was on the heels of, hey, here's Fallout 4. Check this shit out. But in the meantime, you can play Fallout Shelter today while you wait. And that was the difference. I have nothing against the mobile games. I mean, I think they play like shit, and I can't stand the freemium economy, but it is what it is. The problem is, the problem came up when one of the fans walked up and asked him, not, are we getting another Diablo game? It was just simply, are we going to ever make this available for PC players so that we can have the full experience on a screen that's bigger than the palm of my hand? And the guy basically says, don't you have phones? And it's like talking about shit.
I'm sorry, but PC players do come across as overly entitled, whiny whiny man children. They do. They do. No, not to a point. They absolutely do, and they sit there and they scream and they throw a fit. You know what? So they didn't get the expectation, the game that they were expecting. They're getting something different. I'm not a big fan of mobile gaming, but I know how profitable it is. And it also brings new fans into franchises. So when they do have Diablo 4 ready to go, maybe they'll have a few more fans to bring over with it. Everybody just needs to calm their fucking tits.
I understand. Josh, I understand what you're saying, but at the same time, the way that Blizzard before BlizzCon was hyping this up, it seemed like Diablo 4.
Yeah,
It seemed like
But they never teased Diablo 4. They just said a major Diablo announcement was coming.
Right.
Everybody anticipated that it was Diablo 4.
Well, of course they
Just
would,
like
because
it
what
goes
was
with
next?
the backlash.
you got to remember
This
though,
goes
dude.
hand in hand with the backlash against the fucking current movement that the Star Wars movies are going in. Everybody's like, "Oh, this is what I'm expecting," and it doesn't happen like they expect, and they get fucking butthurt about it.
Yeah,
Too
that's
fucking
true.
bad.
The
You're
problem
Too
is,
fucking bad. This is a
it's
company
complete-
that is
completely
giving
different
something
story.
new. They're giving a new product in a very profitable industry. You know, I don't see why the outrage happens.
I'll tell you where
Just
the
have to
outrage
fucking
comes
get
from.
over it.
Here's where the outrage comes from, and it's not even the same scenario. Diablo 3 had a lot of issues. Some of it got rectified towards the end, but Diablo has been ignored significantly, and it is a very, very
Everything's
loved
been
franchise.
ignored over there since World of Warcraft came out.
Not so much. StarCraft got a lot of work put into
Yeah.
it. You had new franchises like Overwatch and whatnot, and like Diablo 3 is getting ported to everything. So it's not even about the PC. Diablo 3 is available now on Switch. It's available on both consoles. But that's all they did. They just threw it on the consoles, left all the issues, and everybody else is getting new media, and the Diablo fans are kind of getting left with, okay, we're about due for something here. And then they start teasing things that are putting in the minds of these Diablo fans, oh, we're getting a new game. This is going to be great. You know, we're getting the new Diablo. This is going to be fantastic. Then they come out with this announcement, and it wasn't like they said Diablo 4 is coming. In the meantime, play this kick-ass mobile game, which, let's be real, if they take the same path that every other mobile game takes, it's going to suck my balls. Kind of like what happened with Command and Conquer. And you can tout mobile being, yes, it brings in a lot of money from the casual gamers who are spending tons of money on these stupid things, but the Command and Conquer was another one where we hadn't seen anything for years out of that franchise, and what do we get? Shit on. And as somebody who has played both these games hardcore since the originals, Command and Conquer and Diablo both, it's a smack in the face. It's, why would I give you my money for this? You know, and you're alienating your entire audience. Your entire core audience.
I don't see it as alienating. I don't see it as a slap in the face. I see it as an opportunity to bring in a new generation, a new crowd, and when the new game is ready to be announced, because word is there was supposed to be a video, but they felt it wasn't quite ready for reveal yet for Diablo 4. It's still happening, but yeah, I mean.
Yeah, but when I think about when I can chime in, when I think about the things that Rob said and the thing that you said, of course it's good to get a fresh new audience in, and it's also always about a new generation. But you can't neglect the people that started it essentially.
I agree, but I don't see it as alienating or slapping them in the face.
But the thing is,
I think it is.
The way they promoted it is.
And the way, they're going to bring an audience to that mobile game, but it's been seen in the past with other franchises where that mobile game does not translate into fans for the core media when it does finally release. It translates to a few quick dollars. And yes, the mobile industry makes a lot of money, but it's not making it on the backs of stuff like Diablo. It's making it on the backs of shit like Candy Crush and Simpsons Tap Out and shit. It's not making money off of Diablo. It's not going to make what they think it's going to.
Yeah,
and it's the audience that game is going to bring.
I've seen how much Hearthstone brings in.
Hearthstone is its own thing.
It's its own thing, man, and you can play that on the PC also.
But and how many Hearthstone?
Yeah, I know, but
people,
it
how many
started
people?
out as a mobile game, did it not?
Yeah, but how often do you hear Hearthstone players coming in that have never played anything in Blizzard besides Hearthstone, turning into massive World of Warcraft fans? You're probably talking 1 in 1,000.
Yeah, the conversion rate from mobile to a hardcore PC game isn't going to be that much because that's what mobile is. It's for casual gamers who want to pick something up quick and easy, and they're not going to invest in the main property that is.
That's not necessarily always the case, though. Hey, look at no. Look at Razer. They are putting out a new mobile device that hardcore console and PC fans are wanting because they have gravitated towards mobile gaming.
You know what?
Say that
Yeah,
the whole
but
community.
I've seen I know
yeah,
a
but
bunch of guys that have the original.
Hold on one second. To that point, yes, it's mobile gaming, but what it is it's on the main property. What Diablo Immortal is it's a dedicated mobile game. With the next Razer iteration that you're talking about, you'll be able to play regular PC games.
Right. And the thing was,
So
I know a
it's
lot of
not-
guys, I know guys that have that original Razer phone and they bought it because it is a sick ass Android based phone. It had nothing to do with the gaming properties, and the serious gamers I know that were buying that don't even have games on most of them. They use it as their regular phone device, no different than I use my Note 9. So they're building a great phone, but it's not going to have that experience. Well, with the Razer 2, they might, because Nick is saying, that has PC emulation on it, and it has enough horsepower to back it up. So you're going to get core experiences like you would if you pulled out a PS Vita or some shit. And I think they're trying to build in cloud-based gaming on that too, where you can emulate from the cloud like PS Now does and play full versions.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah, the Razer peripherals are like the phone, and they're doing a handheld too, aren't they?
No, they're doing all that. They put all their basket in the phone, I thought.
Okay. Because
they do a laptop.
I thought they were coming out with something to compete with the Nvidia Shield.
No, because the Nvidia Shield isn't doing that great either.
Yeah.
Their tablet kind of wiped off and disappeared.
Yeah.
They went to the laptop route. Now the Razer's doing some sick ass gaming laptops.
Yeah. I'm a big Razer fan. I need to get another Razer mouse. This Logitech sucks balls. But all right, I think we've gone ahead and exhausted BlizzCon, so let's go ahead and start heading to Netflix and TV.
Hold on, I'm sorry, Josh. I'm just a really big Diablo nut, so I am a little heated about this.
Every one of you all are butthurt for no reason, though. That's all I'm saying.
You're assuming we're butthurt, but
I'm butthurt as hell.
I'm not.
See, I'm pissed.
I'm not, because I don't care about the mobile game, because I'm not going to get into it, and I'm just gonna wait for Diablo 4. So they're missing me as a consumer.
I'm just saying.
I'm happy for. I'm happy.
I just don't understand the outrage. Outrage culture is just too.
Yeah, but you didn't spend thousands of dollars to go to BlizzCon hoping for a Diablo 4 announcement either.
Yeah, and that's the thing, Josh. That's how they couched it. They basically giant Diablo announcement, And when you think Diablo,
pretty big announcement.
When you think Diablo, do you think a phone?
No.
Hey, here's the thing. A lot of major franchises have mobile platform games now, so. Why not?
They do, but they don't neglect the core product to put that out first.
That's a good point. I mean,
I don't see it as neglecting a core. I don't see it as neglecting core product, because I'm sure there's a completely different design team.
Well, I'll put it like
it was a reskin of some Chinese.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a new product. It's a reskin.
It was a reskin of a Chinese game similar to it. Yeah. And that's the company that did it. It was
Blizzard licensed this.
Yeah.
Okay.
From something different. So it's what I mean by neglecting the core product is that, you know, they made it seem like there was going to be an announcement for what their core audience is, and that's PC gamers.
And again, my whole thing is they anticipated it. They got mad because they got their own anticipations up. It wasn't what they wanted, and the outrage began. I just don't see why people get so upset when they don't get what they want, what they expect.
Well, a lot of it,
That's
some of it had to
fucks.
do with the way they handled it too.
Yeah.
I mean, he basically douched all over the when he looked and got that snarky comment about, don't you guys have phones too? If all they would have had to have said is Diablo 4, there's something in the works. Just throw something out there and say, we're not putting this on PC, but we're going to bring you something. Keep in tune, keep tuned in.
Yeah.
And then it would have wiped everything out. Everybody would have been fine.
You say that now, but I guarantee you there would still been some angry people.
There's always going to be angry people.
Yeah.
Not to this
You can't
extent.
please everybody. You can't
Right.
please everybody.
You can't please everybody, but you also don't have to be a fucking douche about it.
That's also true.
It would have been a little bit of ice on my butt hurt, man. Come on.
Yeah. A little proper.
I do not recommend putting icy hot on your butt hurt.
That doesn't sound like fun.
No. That
All right,
sounds like a
I'm going
terrible
to
time.
ask how you know about that, but let's just move on here.
Let's go ahead to Netflix.
Pacific Rim.
Let's go ahead to Netflix and TV.
And
It was announced this week that Netflix is going to have Pacific Rim and Altered Carbon animes coming to their platform.
which I think
those were the two major announcements, but they're
Mhm.
actually going to have several more. But
nice.
that's the ones that I'm excited the most about, especially Altered Carbon.
Yeah,
I was
dude,
just
I
clever,
can't
mostly
wait to
shit.
see an Altered Carbon anime. That is going to be great.
Yeah.
And based on the description, it sounds like it's going to be a standalone thing. They're still producing the second season, which will be based on the second novel.
So this is like this is an expanded universe kind of thing.
This is basically, it's a standalone deal to, we don't know if it's going to be a series or if it's going to be a feature-length film or whatever, but it is going to explore the universe that was created in the Altered Carbon novels.
Oh,
that's
yes.
the only thing that's been said. But do you realize who is writing it?
No, I didn't see that.
Oh, well, the guy that is writing it is Dai Soto. He wrote Cowboy Bebop and Samurai Champloo.
Oh, I'm in. Oh, shit. Yes.
Okay. Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
That shows
That
a
is the perfect guy to write that.
That shows a nice commitment from them to get somebody like that to go ahead and
I agree.
this.
Well, they've really, in the past year and a half, really been wanting to broaden their anime audience.
Well, they have.
know,
Look at Castlevania as a good example.
Yeah, I need to watch that.
Oh,
dude.
7 Deadly Sins is on there now.
Yes,
they got
7. Yeah, I actually checked out the first of the 7 Deadly Sins. That's
I love that. That is one of my favorite animes ever.
Yeah. So they're definitely trying to move into that direction. Really going to push on it. Kudos to.
And I think that's good. And some of the other titles that they announced, along with the Pacific Rim. There's a Kagaster of an insect cage.
Oh, cool.
It's set in a post-apocalyptic world where a mysterious disease, Kagaster, turns people into giant murderous insects. It's based on a manga following the struggle of a young couple to stay alive. And it's directed by Koichi Shigira, who did The Last Exile and Full Metal Panic.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hey, is Dai Soto working on Pacific Rim too, or is he just
no, just Altered Carbon? The people that are working on Pacific Rim are going to be Craig Kyle from Thor Ragnarok and Greg Johnson from X-Men Evolution.
Oh,
very nice.
Yeah, Craig Kyle is pretty established in the comic world too, with his partner Yost.
Yeah, I'll be honest, man. That Altered Carbon series was probably the best thing I've ever seen Netflix do. It's
absolutely one of the best things out there. It really is. There's only been one thing I've watched this year that's even remotely close to being as good as it.
What was that?
The Haunting of Hill House. That was fucking brilliant.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that
I've
was
heard so much good stuff about that too. Yeah.
that
It's-
episode 5 fucked me up. Episode 5 killed me. Really.
Episode 6, I think it is. The entire episode, one camera shot.
Yeah,
Mm.
true.
Oh,
Fucking
damn.
fascinating. Yeah. Guys, check that out. It's based on an original novel.
Yeah.
But it's a completely different retelling, and it's done in such a genius way. And that's all I'm going to say about it, because if you want to hear more, you can listen to the show that I'm on every other Friday. Anyway,
Yeah.
All right.
we talked about it last week.
And let's be honest, Netflix is just doing some crazy good shit in general. I mean, that reboot
Yeah.
they did of Sabrina is just badass.
Dude, I watched.
I need to see that shit too. Yeah.
I
We're
watched-
covering that next week, plus the new Castlevania. So
I watched 3 episodes of that shit, and I was like, "This ain't the Sabrina I remember." Fucking A, dude.
Oh no, it is not.
Oh,
did you see
man.
that the Satanic Temple is actually trying to sue Netflix because of their use of a statue that resembles one of their statues?
Yep.
Yeah. The
and
Baphomet.
that show.
Yeah.
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 Jesus. Well, we claim total domain over satanic statues. Great. Oh, joy.
But yeah.
Yeah,
Those
I
are
don't
just
I don't
some
know.
of the. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, I was just gonna say I don't know what angle the Satanic Temple is taking on that, but usually they have a reason for the things that they do. You know, like they sued over the Ten Commandments statue and stuff like that. So usually when they do something legal, there's a precedent for it, and there's actually a reason. So I'd have to research more to see why they're suing the Sabrina series.
They put a whole statement out about it. I was in the middle of reading it before we jumped on, but it's actually not. They're trying to say it's not directly from the Baphomet statue, but it's the representation or something like that, and
Okay.
a misrepresentation, or
Well,
I don't know.
yeah.
Crazy. Anyway,
Get over it. It's a damn TV show.
All right, so moving on. Industrial Light and Magic has opened a TV division, so that's interesting to me. You know, because of how huge an effects company they are. Their first 2 products are going to be the second season of Krypton and the Mandalorian TV streaming series for Disney service, which Disney named now, and that's going to be called Disney Plus.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's not much to say about it. I mean, ILM has their reputation, and they do a good job on everything. You know,
I mean, when you think of special effects in the industry, that's usually the first effects.
I'm excited they're going to be involved with Krypton, because first of all, I like that show, and one thing about the first season, I mean, the effects were pretty good. A lot of the CGI was good, but it was kind of like, I think they'll do better. They'll improve stuff on it. I guarantee it. It'll look better.
Yeah.
So that's
just
pretty
the fact
nice.
that ILM is going to be doing the Mandalorian, you know.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Which
it
also I was wondering, because it was also announced one of the other series, the TV series that they're going to do.
Yeah, the Cassio Andor TV series is also
Cassian Andor.
Yeah. So Cassio Andor from Cassian, whatever. From Rogue One. God damn it! Fuck all y'all. From Rogue One, there's gonna be a prequel series on Disney Plus for Rogue One, so you're gonna get more of those characters,
or at least his character, and possibly K2SO.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm cool with that, because I really I loved Rogue One. I absolutely loved it.
Dude, that's probably one of the best Star Wars flicks.
I loved his character, how he was just like,
and I think
I've done terrible things in the name of this cause. I believe in it. Maybe we'll get to see some of those terrible things and the conflict within himself. That would just be cool.
And I think that also addresses like most of the people that had a problem with Rogue One, that everybody dies.
Well,
yeah, that would be me.
Yeah, I didn't.
It
I didn't
was
have.
kind of
I
else.
didn't have that problem, but some
Uh-huh.
people did.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
Yeah,
how the
but he has
story
the
went.
problem with the Silver Surfer too, so he's wrong.
You know
Yeah.
why?
But anyway,
I'm not. The Silver Surfer's never mind. I'm not even gonna say it 'cause it's an offensive word. I'm not gonna use the offensive word. All
You
I'm
have
saying
a
is
problem with the Silver Surfer, and you've never read any
I'd like
of it.
I'd like
Russ,
to melt the fucker down. Okay.
When Leia was
That's not
talking
true.
about
I
all the
have
people.
read. I read 90s Silver Surfer. I couldn't get through one fucking comic book. I tried. Couldn't get through it. It sucks.
Russ, when Leia was talking in the Star Wars movie about all the
I read
people who
that
died to get that
pages of
info,
it's the worst
who did you
novel
think
ever.
you were talking about?
Dude, listen. I think I
We
don't. I
all
just think,
died. It's
I think it was
canon.
lazy writing. It was the way the way they ended that movie was lazy. That's all I'm saying.
That
was
movie
lazy.
was beautiful.
How's that
It was-
lazy? It ties completely into.
No. That's not the lazy part. The lazy part was, well, we don't want to have to do anything else with these characters. Let's just whack them.
Dude,
That's
Star
lazy.
Wars
They
doesn't-
all died to get the
That was
info. That's
that
the
line
canon
was
story.
in New Hope.
Whatever. I'm just telling you guys. I think it was lazy.
The line was in New Hope. So I mean, they didn't have much elsewhere to go.
I'm sorry.
They sacrificed
mean-
themselves for the cause.
Yeah.
Oh
was
my
beautiful.
god. Oh, give me that sacrifice himself for the
Jesus
cause. Get out of here. Jesus Christ is right. Oh god.
Oh my
I agree.
God.
Chris is right.
I love all these people that don't understand story structure.
It's okay.
I totally
It's
understand
okay.
story structure. I just think that I didn't like the way they went. I thought it was lazy.
And
They could've-
okay,
they could've gone a better way.
that is your opinion, and we can all
Well,
respectfully disagree
course
and
it's
say
mine.
you're wrong.
Absolutely. I never said you could. And just like I can respectfully disagree with your opinion and say you're wrong. Sure, we can all do that. But I'm
But
right.
I'm right.
No, I'm right.
Oh God, I love it.
All
No,
right.
but
Oh, go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say I'm really looking forward to it. I think Diego Luna is an incredible actor.
Yeah.
me
You know,
too.
he's really big down in Mexico, so for the fact that he's going to be getting his own series is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Tim's big in America and Germany.
I know, right?
Well, I mean, you know, he's
Well,
6'4". He's pretty big anywhere he goes.
Yeah. Again, there's no exchange rate on height.
Damn,
How big is a foot in Germany?
All right. So the next little piece of TV news is they've announced some casting for the HBO Watchmen series.
Dude, this I'm
Mhm.
excited about.
This is pretty cool.
This
Super
this is
interesting, man.
just amazing if you're a Watchmen fan. Jeremy Irons is going to play Ozymandias.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
That
it's
is cool news.
Very cool, man.
just
I
a
don't
good
know.
actor, dude.
Yeah, I don't know what they're
He's
what they're doing.
Me neither.
Because they've said it's going to be an original story. It's not the Watchmen that you know. You know, it's going to be something original. I don't know if they're going to go like a whole Doomsday Clock kind of route and cut out like the DC universe. I don't know what they're going to do.
That has
but,
me nervous.
ugh.
I'm on board, whatever it is, because Jeremy
Yeah.
Irons is amazing, and I love The Watchmen.
And dude,
so-
HBO makes good TV.
Yeah,
Yeah, they do. They do a good job.
they've had very few missteps in their TV.
And like
Yeah.
to
their
me, it's
shows.
like if this comes out, even if it's fucking dumb, like I still have the original Watchmen story.
Mhm.
Yeah.
On my shelf safe.
That's so true, Sam. It's like I can always revert back to the real one. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's sitting in my room right now.
Yeah, that's awesome.
HBO can come and take it.
If it comes out and it's dumb, it'll just fit in with the rest of the DC movie universe. So we're good.
Not
Uh,
the universe.
Yeah, Russ.
Movie universe. God damn it.
Yeah, what is it?
It's its own thing.
Yeah.
Don't tie it to fucking Worlds of DC.
That's interesting, man, because I'm assuming he'll be an old man, you know, so we'll see.
He was kind of portrayed as older. Him and the comedian were portrayed as older than the other people in Watchmen anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and hit some movie news because we're hitting up on 2 hours almost, and we still got a shitload to cover.
Yeah, we may have to bank some stuff. I don't know.
I ain't banking shit. We're gonna go fucking hardcore and fucking knock it all out. God damn it!
Marathon. We're going Plastic Fanatic style.
Fuck yeah!
I like it.
I'm excited. I'm excited, guys. Growing up, I was a huge Johnny Quest fan.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I'm a huge Venture Brothers fan too. So Chris McKay will be directing a Johnny Quest live action movie.
That's so cool.
how about that?
Who's gonna play Haji, dude? Come on.
I don't know.
Cal
I
Penn.
would love to see them cast Henry Rollins as Ray Spannon.
Yeah, you were saying that. That
that'd
makes
be
a lot
great,
of sense.
That would be
Oh yes.
awesome.
We're like, oh yes, Haji. Oh yes, Johnny. We should not do that.
Oh, man.
The views and opinions of Masterpiece Shitpiece Theater do not reflect the comments made by Russ and us. Please send all hate mail
That
to
says
Nicholas Brammer.
Oh, God.
Word.
for Haji. Fez for Haji.
So and that's going on. And then another huge announcement. They're doing a Birds of Prey movie that's going to
Nice.
have Poison Ivy, Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn, and a Huntress. And now they've cast the villain. And the villain is Black Mask. And it's going to be played by Ewan fucking McGregor.
That's badass. Yeah.
He is a badass actor.
Dude,
I'm
he
telling
is
you,
so good in everything he does. Like, oh.
I need to watch the new Train Spotting, to be honest.
I haven't watched that.
Me
The
neither.
last like pure Ewan McGregor product I watched was what was it called? I Love You, Philip Morris, or you know what I mean, the Philip Morris movie.
It was really good.
That was very good. Ewan McGregor is
I really
good in anything.
enjoyed him in The Men Who Stare at Goats. Did you guys ever see that?
Yeah, that was good too. Yeah.
Oh God, it was so awesome.
I want to see the fucking Christopher Robin movie just based on him being in it.
Yeah. No, I'm interested. Yeah.
Not one bit, actually. Like a new age drama, like Winnie Pooh movie. I don't know.
Yeah, you're not down Winnie the Pooh? You don't like Winnie the
No, I never looked at Winnie the Pooh even from the rear, man. So, nah, not my
Seems like
type.
Winnie-
Are you talking about sodomizing Pooh?
No,
What the fuck?
no, I had to rethink that. So, no, I don't want to rephrase that sentence, and no, I don't want to sodomize Winnie Pooh.
Oh God.
See, yeah. At least we got the retraction on there.
No, but it's also. I mean, there's also Hot Toys Winnie Pooh announced. I mean, come on.
Oh, dude, I didn't even know about that.
Yeah,
Dude, I loved Pooh as a kid.
they announced Winnie Pooh single
Where
and
were
with
you when we were at college?
a deluxe set with Piglet.
Oh wow.
But even a German friend pre-ordered that. I was like, dude, that's fucking Winnie the Pooh as a Hot Toys. I mean, that's fucking $250 on a Hot Toys. Winnie Pooh.
Dude,
now
are
there's
they doing an
really-
Eeyore?
Two Hot Toys
If
figures.
they're doing an Eeyore, it's on.
Yeah, right.
Don't bet on it. Don't bet on it because it's Hot Toys. They start a license and they barely bring it to the end.
Fucking Pooh
Now I
and
need-
Snuffleupagus, man.
Dude, now that means I need Eric Draven and Winnie the Pooh Hot Toys.
Hell
Fucking-
yeah.
I need that crow figure.
I don't know. I mean, I'm still waiting. I still hope they would do, I don't know, Clarence Boddicker and Dick Jones, like a 2-pack. That's a fucking no-brainer.
Oh, I know, right?
But no-brainers don't work on Hot Toys. I guess they got no-brainers.
They could use a cane too.
Oh yeah, they could.
Where's Kane?
All right, guys. Russ, we wanted to get into some wrestling this week.
Well, first, I mean, has everybody caught up on what's going on? Has everyone seen all the pay-per-views? The latest Evolution, Crown Jewel.
I just read spoilers.
Crown Jewel was fucking bullshit, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I had no interest in either one, so I just read spoilers.
Okay, well, I will say Crown Jewel was bullshit. It was a terrible pay-per-view.
Yeah.
But I will say this. I think it was terrible for us, but we got to remember where they were at. Like, for those people, they don't get to see wrestling events like that ever.
Yeah.
So I think it was all service for them. So it's kind of
It
like
was.
they put on a show for the Saudi crowd, and like, so for us, we're like, that's not up to our standard, you know. But to them,
No.
that's
I mean,
great stuff.
I
you
mean,
know?
even if you look at the first 5 lines of the
Yeah.
audience, those were only recliners.
Yeah,
Like, how
I know.
you do that a
Yeah,
pay-per-view? The first 5
I would
lines only
I would
recliners.
buy a fucking ringside seat if it was a fucking recliner.
That's
Man.
pretty cool. I know, right?
Yeah, that would be fucking dope. Put that
I
shit
don't know,
on
man. A
TV.
recliner in the fucking desert. Was it an indoor show or an outdoor show?
Indoor.
But they also got. But we did have the world title change. Well, it was going to be a new champion crown because Roman Reigns is ill.
Man.
Title. And so they put it back on Brock Lesnar. Yeah.
Well, it should have
So,
stayed anyway.
Well,
I guess it's not on Braun because his 2 knees are blown out.
Well, his knees are blown, and he's getting a lot of heat backstage.
Yeah,
He's doing stupid shit like showing up late and leaving early.
yeah.
And we were having a conversation about this last night when we were doing show prep. You know, it goes to the fact that, you know, it doesn't seem like the WWE has any veteran locker leadership.
Nope, I don't think they do anymore. I think there's none of those guys who've been in the business for a long time to snatch some of these guys up and say, "Look, fucker, that's not professional. We don't do that here." You know, I think that's
essentially essentially that is what the Undertaker did. You know, with the Old Scar crew back in the day. He was like the dog around it. He was like the guy.
Sure.
Oh, you listen, motherfucker. But now. Who's
He's
doing
not
that
around.
now? Who would do that now? I don't know.
Yeah.
Who's the biggest dude around? That's Braun Strowman essentially. So
and he's fucking up.
He's only like his real life size is only roughly around 7 feet. So I don't know.
The thing was like Taker wasn't like fucking people up physically. It was that he had the respect of the locker.
Exactly.
And like who do they have around now that, you know, nobody.
No, there's essentially no. There's this whole new generation. I think the oldest guy actually, like, also thinking about like calculating his whole time also independent, I think could actually be Seth Rollins. Rollins on Raw and Daniel Bryan on SmackDown. Like the longest.
No, you got Orton.
Yeah,
you got Orton, but you know, and
Orton's a fucking asshole. Fucking whacking his dick and make people fucking shake his hand and shit.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean.
Shitting in girls' gym bags and then getting them fired when they bitch about it.
Yeah.
Right. So I guess they really don't have anybody that can take the reins and say, "Hey, God, you know, there's nobody respected enough." I think.
Yeah. It's a bunch of peers and not any leaders.
Exactly, and I think that it's showing. It's starting to show a lot.
Yeah.
But I mean, we got Brock Lesnar. We're gonna have at least 2 more appearances with him, 2 more matches with him. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing with him. I have no idea.
He's gonna squash AJ again at Survivor Series. Hopefully.
Right. He'll have, and then apparently, and then down the road, he'll drop the belt at some point. Yeah, I don't know when, but probably WrestleMania. They'll probably keep the belt on him until WrestleMania.
I think it's fucking bullshit. Like every time Brock Lesnar all over again, that dude is only doing F5 and German suplex. Get rid of that guy. I can't see that motherfucker anymore. I'm tired of this fucking asshole. I can't watch that dude anymore.
Like I'm a huge Lesnar fan. Like he's a freak.
Yeah,
he's a genetic freak.
Yeah,
and
but
every time he steps in the ring,
right,
one way or another, he does what he's supposed to do.
Oh yeah, but I guess what Tim is saying though is right. His moveset is kind of limited. He's boring to watch in the ring. He
It
doesn't
wasn't
do anything
always
exciting
that
anymore.
way, though.
Yeah, I
Watch
mean-
some
No,
of his other
Exactly.
matches.
I'm
I
a
know.
past Brock Lesnar, the guy. Like when his traps was actually over his head and he was actually carrying Big Show around. And he was actually doing a shooting star press and he was moving in the
But-
ring. Like
Yeah.
that was
But
Brock
that's
Lesnar.
the thing,
That dude now is a shadow of the Brock Lesnar. He's like bigger. Oh yeah, I can do UFC. Oh yeah, I can do wrestling. Wrestling, dude, you're doing 2 moves. That's bullshit.
Here's
That's
the
not
thing,
wrestling.
though. Look at the type of matches they had back then versus the type of matches they have now. Vince has made everyone tone it down.
That's
It
true.
is
Because he's
a
trying
pale
to.
comparison of what it used to be. It's not just him; it's everybody.
Yeah, but he's still
Match
he's
times are crammed shorter. Everybody wants to get their shit in,
he
and
still had
Vince
more of a
wants to see those German suplexes.
yeah,
and
but
those
he
PS5s.
still had more of a move set that he could have done that wasn't as
Yeah.
dangerous. I mean, that guy doesn't do shit, man, except for those.
I mean, I always
everything he does counts.
It's lame. It's so lame, though.
That doesn't count with me. I mean, when I think about Brock Lesnar, I think about the past guy.
Yeah, I do too.
In the time where we had Taz, everybody was calling Taz the human suplex machine. Brock
Right.
Lesnar was the human suplex machine. He could carry guys around the ring, not letting them down on their foot, and going from one suplex to another. That
Did-
was
Yeah.
the human suplex
Did you watch Crown Jewel?
Yeah, I did.
Did you see how effortlessly he put Strowman up?
No. I know. I'm not saying he's not strong. He's strong.
Yeah.
Definitely. He's pretty
That's the
powerful,
thing.
but-
That's what
but-
he's there for. He
Yeah.
is the next Andre the Giant.
I'm just saying he's boring to watch. That's all. I
Ah.
can.
Yeah, he's
But-
boring.
Yeah, but
But
if you go back,
here's the
Andre was
thing.
boring as fuck to watch, but he drew.
He was, but
You know why? You know why
he drew
you
'cause it was a
hate
freak show,
Sting?
dude.
So is
And
Brock.
Lesnar's not.
Yeah, I don't know.
And
Lesnar's boring though. I don't know. That's
So
Andre
was
was
not the
boring
same.
as shit.
not the
Andre was
same,
boring
dude.
as shit.
Yeah, but
it is.
Andre was more of a freak, like more of a real freak of nature than Brock Lesnar is. It's not the same. It's not.
Here's
the
the thing, though. Regardless, every time you see him wrestle, what do you want him to do?
I want him to lose and never come back.
Okay, that's exactly why he is a draw, because people are going to give their dollars to see someone take
you say that
belt away from
You
him.
say that, but ratings are going down steadily on Raw. Ratings
Ratings
pay-per-view ratings are going down steadily.
That's because their product overall has sucked for years.
That's what it. Well, yeah, but I blame Brock Lesnar for that. Sorry, that terrible product.
That terrible product was on the decline long before he even came back.
Not just, but no. Listen, Nick, not just Brock Lesnar. It's
Okay.
more than him.
Not
It's more than
just.
him, but he's part of it. He's part of it, but it's more than him. It's. I think they don't use him correctly. I mean, and then
They don't
having,
use
having a
anybody
guy
on the main roster correctly.
No, they don't. Having a guy as a champion that's never there is retarded. I hate
my
that.
problem too.
Actually, I disagree.
Not me.
I believe it adds value to the belt.
Yes.
No, it doesn't.
Yes.
It
Yes, absolutely. You watch the old shit from the 80s and the 90s. You watch the old shit from the 80s and early 90s. You did not see the world champion appear on every show.
That's
it
not
was
true.
a special appeal.
Hulk Hogan was there all the time, dude. Are you kidding me? Hulk Hogan was always on the show.
Maybe to cut a promo, but not to wrestle.
Always. Oh no, he had matches on shows too, all the time on the Saturday show.
No.
Oh sure he did.
Yeah, but that was a
absolutely he
network
did, dude.
show.
Oh man, look, you guys are
That
crazy.
was a network show. Saturday Night.
I mean,
Main Event was
the
a
thing is, you got
network
it.
show.
I think the
He
thing is,
wasn't
you
showing
gotta
up on Tuesday Night Titans.
Dude,
He wasn't showing up
Make
on.
Dude, I don't even care if he wrestles. The champion should always make an appearance, dude. Always.
Yeah,
That's
I
your
think so.
No,
that's,
dude.
that's,
Absence makes the heart grow fonder.
not in
You
this
look
case,
at,
dude.
you
'cause
look
it's
at the
always
days
on
back
too
in the
long.
Crockett's of the NWA,
You know,
when Flair was the champion. Flair didn't wrestle every week. He
dude,
might
no, but
show
he was
up,
there. Hold up,
but he
but he was
didn't.
there.
Not
Yes.
always.
There. Oh, he
Yeah.
was
Not
always there,
always.
dude.
Yeah.
Oh, in the NWA days, he was like every week. Flair was there, dude, on their televised show every week, dude. every week with
Yeah,
the horseman. He was there every week.
He was there
I'm-
most weeks,
I'm
yes,
with-
but to
I'm
see him
with-
actually
dude.
wrestle
He just-
on
we-
TV was a treat.
No. I know. No, I'm not talking about wrestling. I don't even need Brock Lesnar to wrestle. Please save me the bore. But I'm just saying he should be there. That guy, that guy's a champion. He's the face to the company.
Yeah.
You got to have him there. You need to have him there. He should be there. It's terrible, dude. And it's not Brock Lesnar's fault. It's the WWE. They contracted him. They're paying him for so many appearances. They should have him there more.
What they should do,
You
since
know?
he excels in the sit-down interview setting, have him do like live from satellite. Not actually be in the arena, but make an appearance on the show.
Well,
Keep him
there's
in
a reason why he has. There's a reason why Paulie is with him.
That's what I was gonna. That's what I was gonna say.
He's
All you,
dreadful.
people, all you people talking about you want Lesnar gone. You want Lesnar gone. Paulie will be gone.
Nah, we can keep Paulie. We don't need Lesnar. We can keep Paulie.
Nah,
You could put him with somebody else easily.
you could, but he's not going to do it.
I'd like to see
He's
him
there
have
for
a
Brock.
stable. I'd like to see him have a stable of wrestler. And they were already talking about if Brock leaves, if they were going to extend his contract and keep him and put in and give him a stable of guys. Ronda Rousey was somebody that they might put with Paulie because she's not that great on the mic either. I haven't paid attention, but.
Yeah, but Ronda, also has a good moveset and everything, and
Does she?
Yeah, better than Brock Lesnar.
It's better than
Wait,
Brock.
she does 3 moves. She does.
Oh yeah, that's like one more.
A Samoan drop.
That's all right.
That's
I'll
the
take it. I'll take it over. I'll take that over Brock Lesnar any day.
Yeah, me
Oh
too.
my god.
Because I know what Bram says about adding value to the title, but you got to level that. You can't have a champion that's not on the show like
crazy
almost at all, but it's also not to add value to have the title change every 2 or 3 weeks. You got to level that stuff, and you got to have the person that actually wrestles and be on the mic and just be present and not be
Raw has
I'm the champion.
Okay, Raw has no champion. Raw has no champion, dude.
Okay, I got a question for you. SmackDown's ratings are going down too, right?
Yeah, they are. They are.
Yeah, they sure as hell are. And who's their champion?
AJ. You know why?
He's been there every week and he's been wrestling.
I have a theory on that. I think AJ has had the title too long.
Yeah, too long is also not.
Do you know why AJ has the belt?
That's the thing where I mean level.
Injuries
is also not level.
AJ, but they're trying. A lot of people think that they're trying to use AJ to discredit CM Punk and his legacy and his title reign. And I mean, I'm not sure if it's legit or not, but that's kind of the feeling that there's some of the wrestling podcasters are saying that it's kind of a shot. They did the same thing to AJ Lee with Nikki Bella. They kept that belt on Nikki Bella just to take down AJ's record. The second she broke that, took down AJ's record, they took that belt off her so fast. I was like, ugh. I don't know, man. I think that I think all around it's dreck. It's really gotten bad. And I don't blame just Lesnar for it. I don't even blame Lesnar. It's the WWE's use of Lesnar, not Lesnar. It's the company. I mean, Lesnar is what he is. But if you utilize him correctly, he could be great. But they don't utilize him correctly.
I think the problem is that they invested so much in Roman Reigns.
I know.
They've tried to make Roman Reigns Hulk. You know.
Well, at once I think this leukemia come flaring back up with him and everything. I think it hit everybody. I think it caught them by surprise.
Well,
I don't think they were.
Obviously it did. But what I'm saying is they've been pushing Roman Reigns no matter what the fan reaction has been. So you get Roman Reigns versus Brock. You know. Yep. So you haven't gotten the matches that people want to see against Brock.
Nope, that's true.
So you haven't gotten Finn Balor against Brock, which everybody wants to see. You haven't gotten Lashley versus Brock.
Listen, if you think about it, we haven't even gotten a true Brock Lesnar against Braun Strowman.
No.
Yeah. Both times, those matches have been screwed up in some way. Both times.
That's true.
Yeah.
I'd love to see him have a legit match without something crazy happening.
And and then it's just crazy. It's crazy how they've abused the product. It's insane.
Yeah. But that's pro wrestling for you. But on a better note, though, the women's pay-per-view did pretty well. That wasn't bad. It sometimes I like women's wrestling, but I have a hard time watching a lot of it.
I heard there were so many botches. It wasn't.
Oh, there was definitely a lot of botches. Oh yeah, there was.
I heard Lita shouldn't have even been in the ring.
Nick, that's what I was just about to get to that. They had a lot of old ladies. There's a lot of old ladies. There's a lot of old ladies. They had Molly Holly, old Molly Holly. They pulled her out the nursing home. I mean, they had Trish, of course. They had their match, and you're right. There was both of them botched. Trish botched a lot too. It was pretty crazy. It was bad botches too.
I wasn't interested enough to watch it.
The biggest, really, where you saw a lot of the bad botches was during the big Royal Rumble thing. They had the big over, because they basically had a bunch of women. They had no matches for, so they just threw them all into the battle royal, and oh man, some of the older ladies, boy, they were just mucking up bad, dude. But the only ones that I think did pretty well. Michelle McCool did okay, but she's pretty athletic anyway. And I think she hasn't been removed from wrestling that long, so she can still do a little something. I think that she did okay, and I know, of course, all the girls that are on the active roster now did pretty well, but it seemed like most of the other oldies. Oh God, it was bad.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I heard like there were a few bright spots, but it was pretty predictable as far as the outcomes came. And also, I heard that it was a botch fest.
The match with Becky Lynch and Charlotte was actually fun. That was a good match. I liked it.
Yeah,
that was pretty good. That wasn't bad. They did a good job.
And now a Survivor Series, Becky Lynch is going to get fed to Ronda.
Yeah,
right.
But the main problem I had with Evolution, to go a little sideways, is actually how the whole show looked. I think
the lighting and all that.
They made it all so big, like the advertising, the Evolution and first in history and blah blah blah, and then it looks like a fucking independent show.
He's right. It was kind of made the way they did the lighting and everything. It looked like a real small production show. It did. Weird, dude.
So that was kind of a letdown, and I mean the botches you explained over and over. So you were right about that, but I think overall it was okay. I mean, no kidding, it was way better than Crown Jewel. Way better.
I think so.
Okay. For Crown Jewel, can I just say that I popped when Hulk came out?
Well, I don't blame you. That was kind of fun.
I still love the Hulkster.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's Hulk Hogan. What else you gonna say?
Yeah. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I hated him when I was a kid. I couldn't stand him when I was a little kid. But I was a big Ric Flair fan. Okay, so back in the day, if you liked Ric Flair, you hated Hulk Hogan. If you liked Hulk Hogan, you hated Ric Flair. It was kind of like, and also I was more of a NWA fan than I was a WWF fan. So it was kind of that. I was a Horseman guy, and that kind of stuff. I couldn't stand Hulk Hogan, man. But now I gotta admit, I like him now. I'm more of a fan of him now than I was when I was younger.
Did you see that tweet he posted out?
I didn't see it. What
he said, "Brother, I'm committed to getting below 300 pounds." He was like, I'm sick of looking like I can break the entire WWE roster.
That's it.
He is a bit chunky,
man.
He's a bit chunky, man. It's pretty fun.
Yeah.
But
bad, though.
We didn't have this on the agenda, but there's a rumor going around because Cody and the Young Bucks have announced they are leaving the Bullet Club.
Yeah.
And that's leading to speculation that they're going to sign with the WWE.
There's lots of rumors going on. Could you imagine if those guys showed up? Holy shit.
I think they'd fuck it up.
Well,
look at what they've done with Sanity.
Oh, I know. Isn't it horrible what they've done? You have this dominant group down in NXT, okay? They're kicking ass and taking names. and then you bring them up to the main roster, and what do? You have them job the motherfuckers. Are you kidding
Yeah,
me?
you do
You gotta
nothing.
be joking, dude. What a waste.
And then the other thing is when they changed Killian Dane's fucking gear.
Yeah. Stupid. Just stupid, man.
Yeah.
They always think that they need to tweak something for the main roster. I say leave it the way. If it works down there, let it work up here. You know.
I mean,
Nikki
what works?
Cross,
What? Yeah, that would work. Nikki Cross,
Yeah.
and
Well, she
also
made her official. She made her official.
yeah.
She's I guess her official roster. She's officially called up now.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Nikki Cross.
Nikki Cross.
So Sanity's back
Is she
together.
with Sanity or
Yeah, she's
Well, she had-
okay.
Yeah, she's been Sanity. She had a match with Becky Lynch was talking a lot of smack, and Sanity came out, and it looked like I was like, oh man, maybe the guys are gonna go mug her ass. This ought to be fun, right?
I mean,
And then-
I thought Nikki was gonna crack open Becky Lynch. Let's play, Nikki. Let's play.
Yeah,
Let's
that was
play.
pretty good. I'll play with you, Becky.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Accent.
Dude, in all honesty, the one dude from like outside the WWE that I could see going there right now, and he's small, but I think that he could make a fucking difference, would be Dalton Castle. I think I think you bring Dalton Castle into NXT, have him go against the UK champ.
Yeah.
And they also got Matt Riddle now.
Yeah, you do have Matt Riddle. Yeah, they do.
So,
I don't know, man. I agree with you there, Nick. If they were to bring those guys, as much fun as I would love to see those guys come in, but as much fun as it would be, the WWE would fuck it up somehow. They would fuck it up.
Yeah.
Those guys can't get shit right.
Although they kept Drew McIntyre, all the way from Independence, so he still works.
He actually has been staying pretty true to him. I like him better that they had him like as a baby face down in NXT for a little while. And I was getting kind of frustrated. He's a better heel than a face. He's not even meant to be a face, right?
Yeah.
So they bring him up to the main roster and he's in a heel again. I'm like, thank God, thank you. You did something right for a change.
I'm very high on McIntyre.
They've got to break him and Ziggler up though.
I agree. I think it's coming, dude. I feel it. I think they're getting ready to do it.
And that dude is a fucking animal. I mean, Vince has a huge dude with long hair crushed, then skip Reigns and go to McIntyre.
Yeah, maybe we could put. Yeah, Can you see them? Can you see them having McIntyre beat Brock Lesnar? I don't know. That's believable or not.
I don't know, man. They've been fucking building that Claymore kick up.
They have, and he's a big dude too. He's not a small guy.
No.
He's a big guy.
I mean, it's a weird kind of finisher for that kind of guy, but I tend to enjoy the Claymore now.
Yeah, it's Impact. It's a good Impact move. It's kind of fun now. He'll just pummel you out of nowhere with it too. I like it.
That's one thing about Strowman. Like we've been talking a little shit about him because of his problems are, but the way he's been selling that Claymore, that's been money.
Yeah,
absolutely.
You're right. So I mean, maybe that's what they're going to do in the future. I don't know. Maybe McIntyre's going to be the man. I like him, so I'd be happy with it. It'd be great.
Vince was high on him at one time.
He was.
All right, guys. So it's about 11:20. I think, as we can see, Rob is about to fucking fall asleep, talking all this wrestling shit.
Fucking Rob's like,
so
pro wrestling.
So why don't we go ahead and sign off? Tim, thank you for being here.
Yeah, Tim.
Dude, it was great having you on.
Thank you very much.
Pinkerton, Brink, thank you for coming on and announcing that there's going to be a huge announcement on ETR on Monday. So everybody make sure to check in.
They announced an announcement. That's fucking hilarious.
That's right. That's what you gotta do, man.
The hell out of me.
That's a teaser trailer to the teaser trailer.
That's right.
That's so cool, dude. That's so epic.
It's meta. You got to promo the promo.
Yeah, you got to promo the promo.
All right. Well,
oh god.
Again, watch ETR Breaking the Mold. Look at this mic fucking up. Watch ETR Breaking the Mold.
Figure banging. Every other Wednesday.
Every other Wednesday.
Stasis Lock.
Stasis Lock.
Shattered Cast,
Shattercast Uncut,
Nerd Rage,
Nerd
Building
Rage
up to
Radio.
Building Up to It, Fresh
Uh,
Communications.
8 weeks if it ever comes back. And
Eventually,
also,
Plastic Fanatics.
eventually, Plastic Fanatics.
Fanatics.
James, we love you. I hope you're recovering well, buddy. We really miss you, buddy. And also the regular collectors started up on the Realm of Collectors
Yeah.
YouTube
Yeah, that's
channel.
actually a really good show too.
That was a very interesting first show. That was,
Yeah, it wasn't bad. It wasn't
Yeah.
bad. I actually enjoyed it.
yeah, I like that it's coming from a different point of view, and
So do I.
yeah.
They're a little bit like us. They're trying to be like us, dude. It's kind of crazy.
Hey,
They have knockoffs.
They're trying to knock us off, dude. What the fuck is up with that? Be KOing us.
all right, look, yo, Nick didn't say that shit, so
Dude, we're so
The
fucked up. We
views and
KO'd
opinions
ourselves.
of MPSP Theater do not reflect the words that come out of Rustamus's mouth hole.
all right,
We should
guys.
just put that as our banner.
Yeah. All right.
All right, guys.
We going unbroadcasted.
Yeah, might as
right.
well. Josh, can you take care of promo in it so people can get in?
Just did.
All
right,
right,
brother.
history.
All right. Much love. Thank you everybody for watching.
Yep.
Peace out,
love,
guys.
Peace, love, and happiness.
Peace.
Adios.
Later.